I got on my stats today.
You got a different. You got
young stat. I'm young stat today.
Okay, you got a different aura, bro.
Yeah, I mean I'm good looking, but now I'm extremely good looking.
It's really giving like Jesus Christ had drip. So
Why you keep,
I ain't got nothing.
Why you keep tipping your head like that, like the old man?
That's just how you look at me on a regular. Like this. Stop me like this when he talks to you.
How blind is that?
Seriously, I don't know.
It's not
These are
prescription.
They're not prescription?
These are prescription. These some thick ass glasses.
40 water.
These some thick. I'm stretching them out. So let me stop. I'm stretching them out. I'm
Damn.
sorry. I'll cash up you $4.
Them shit's just gonna fall in your
Why
face.
y'all be doing Sorella like that, man? Shout out to these Sorella glasses.
Oh, the Sorella?
Shout out to Sorella.
They be shading
I don't think that's shade. I think that's saying that you have some fly ass glasses that you went and got prescription
prescribed
lenses for.
They're not prescription.
They look like prescriptions. They clear.
Fair to say.
Mind y'all business. Just know I see well.
All right, we got some
third eye.
we got some table business to get to. Excuse me for asserting my dominance. There's some things that we have to talk about at the top of the episode. One,
Did you intro the show?
We did.
we said fair to say maybe 20 times.
Episode what?
38.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Oh wow, I make the fucking video thing, so they know that. Nonetheless, the people want us to work on one mic, so I want to start the episode talking about that. What can we do? Do we need a talking stick or something? What can we do to make sure we don't overspeak each other moving forward? I want to address that head on right now.
I feel like I'm the main
accountability. I like it.
Y'all did it right then.
Yeah, y'all just broke.
I feel like I'm the main culprit of it. You know, maybe I'm not. Please take the responsibility off of me, but I'll just work on not. You know,
I think what it is, we all are very passionate about what we say, and then when we speak, sometimes we speak at the same time. I don't think it's always that we talk over each other per se. It's just we might have one little conversation going here, somebody saying something here. So when somebody is saying something, we talk over them instead of. It's kind of. I think it's when you're having a roundtable discussion, it's hard for voices not to overlap. I mean, we're trying to do better, obviously, but since you brought it up, what can we do better?
Yeah,
I think if it continues, we're gonna have to introduce a talking stick. Mm-hmm. Or a talking sticker, Snickers or something like.
A talking stick?
Like, say this is the talking stick.
A talking.
Shut the door.
If I have it, I'm talking, then he takes it, he talks, you talk. If it continues to go, that's something I learned.
I think that
you gotta realize we're doing a very good job.
No,
I think that there's an art to like. So see how I was just about to talk and I heard he was going. I stopped for a second and then you wait for the pause. I think we gotta kind of be in tune with waiting for the break in somebody else's thought before interjecting our own thought.
Sure.
Do you guys think it's that big of an issue?
Yes.
To the people, for me, not per se, but to the comments, yes.
I watched today's episode as a consumer. I watch a lot of the episodes. See, that's the other thing too. I go back and watch a lot of the stuff that all of us do or that I'm a part of as like game tape. So I'll go back to see specifically what things we can do better are. I've always done that. And I watched today's episode and it was the episode that dropped earlier today. And it was very hard to keep up because everybody was yelling. There was parts where I had to turn the phone down or turn the TV down. If I would have had headphones in, I might have had to take them out. Like, I think it's all of us for sure. Every one of us gets to that point at some point. But
okay, so what's the solution, I guess, as a table? Like, I don't think the
relax, everybody relax.
I mean, I think we just have to take into account that some people do like to listen to it audibly and not visually. And when you watch it visually, it's easier to separate the voices than it is if you're just listening to it. So I do agree to some extent. We do have to be better. But then also I think we do deserve some grace because the high, passionate banter, when it is like that, it almost lets the person decide who their voice locks in on, you know what I'm saying, like when they're speaking. So it could be good for some of the viewership, some attentiveness to some extent. But I think when we first started off, we put a lot of focus on one of us bringing the introduction to the topic. We spit it to the table. It kind of goes to each person first. And then we have a roundtable discussion about it. And then I think at that point, when we have that roundtable, we're going to get some people that talk over each other. So I think it's almost unavoidable. But I think we should do a little bit better on letting each other land real quick and then go to the next person.
For sure.
That would be my point.
My last concern is I saw a few comments saying that we often over speak or over talk Miss Illa. And I don't want us to come off as sexist. That's the last thing I want us to come off as.
I wouldn't go that far and call it sexist.
So I definitely want to make sure moving forward, we always let her complete her thought. I'm capping for the homegirl.
I'm going to be real. I'm cutting off everybody at the table like I cut off everybody else. If I am going to cut somebody off, I'm gonna treat her just like I treat y'all. Is what I'm. Is what
I'm not gonna
be
controversial, but she can hang with the big dogs. And I'm not saying we're cutting her off, that it's okay. But I just think that is an over analyzation of certain comments. I think Illa gets her points off very well, because I also see comments say Illa facts, Illa be speaking, Illa be preaching the same way. So I don't want to quite.
I'm quoting a comment. I'm quoting a few comments that say that we overtalk Illa and we interrupt her when she's making points. So I'm bringing that to the table. It is town business, table business.
Fair to say.
We do interrupt her, but unlike us, and to Illa's credit, like, she's just not finna do all that with us. She'll just be like, okay.
Yeah.
And like, as a woman should.
Yeah,
because
she finds her points to interject.
As a woman should, there go. Because I was gonna say because she can beat us up, but you took it another route.
I like
absolutely.
Wait,
I didn't say that. I backed out when he said.
What happened?
What?
As she should, as a woman.
Do you want to get beat ass?
I don't think women should be that outspoken.
Ooh, you fit. See,
Scott.
there you go with your
Not from a
takes.
standpoint of not.
All right, Ike Turner.
Not from a standpoint of not having something to say. You like? Well, I mean,
That has nothing to do. My sexuality has nothing to
I'm
do
just speaking from
with how I interact with women and my respect for women.
No, it does.
So because I don't want to have sex with a woman, I can't respect her, and vice versa. I don't have a.
And it's not about respect, but you may look at a woman differently than I will because my relationship with a woman is different.
Okay.
And all I'm saying is, I wouldn't want my woman to be out arguing with niggas.
I think Illa's specialty in that point is she finds great spots to summarize things and great spots to interject. Not to say that her voice is not needed any other time, but she finds perfect spots where it's like, damn, she like had the right point, the right sentiment, the right resolution to the table. Like, so she finds great points to interject. And I don't know if that's a better way of saying what you're trying to say, but because I don't look at it.
This is
like
about
that.
Illa. We haven't let her speak. So how do you feel?
While we're on the subject. Thank you for saying that, Stet. I appreciate that. I do feel like I feel like I mediate a lot more than actually, like, sometimes I'll go into the arguments with y'all. But to your point, that's crazy. Number one.
Is it?
She has really good arguments.
One of the things I will say about you, Scotty, is I think that you have very strong takes, but I think you're still learning how to get them out of your head. How to articulate them in a way that other people can actually not look at them as being so damn crazy. Because sometimes by the end of the argument, we'll get where you was coming from, but you said it crazy. Just like you just said, as a woman, I shouldn't be speaking certain times or whatever the fuck you just said, which was crazy.
Some ignorant shit.
Outspoken?
Yeah, I think that when it comes down, I was raised by strong black men who were very much like, when it's niggas business being discussed, cut. Like, all right, we love you to death, but go in that other room. So I'm very aware of, like, when it's niggas business and there's certain things that are going on that it's just not, I don't have any interjection in this conversation.
That's why you fit so well. Like, I think
Thank you.
so it just is so perfect. You can tell that you're used to it.
But in this format, what nigga business is being discussed?
Like, it hasn't been any at the moment. We haven't gotten to that in the moment. It happened a lot. It happened a lot on Ace Boys. It happened a lot on Community. Like, there were just certain topics where it was just like, this not my place. Like, when you're politicking, that's not my place. I don't partake. But, like, for example, yesterday when you guys were doing sports, I literally looked in camera and I said, I don't know anything about this, because I didn't at that moment. Now, when I did, I started talking again, but I didn't at that moment. So in that case, yeah, you don't have to. But I feel like that's everybody, not just women, not just men. You don't always gotta just talk to talk. There are some people that just talk to talk. If there's nothing that I have to add to this conversation, then yeah, I'm not gonna talk. But if there is something I have to add to the conversation, I'll find a moment and interject. But
I'm not coming from the standpoint of, like, you should always have something to say.
That came from a place of, I'm cutting you off because I'm gonna let you know the way that you said that came from a, like, get back in the kitchen kind of standpoint. That's how it came off.
Right. And for the viewers and for everybody at the table, you can, right? Because you can do it wherever you want. But if you're going to speak to me, you have to understand or be able to take me for who I am and not say, like, oh, this is how he means it. Because you just said it. By the end of the conversation, you do understand what I was, quote unquote, trying to say, whether you like how I said it or not. And a lot of that is entertainment at the end of the day. Like, I know what I'm saying and how it sounds, but my point is, I wasn't arguing you having something to say, more so the energy. I don't expect you to be up here hooping and hollering the way that we do. Because we're men and we're rambunctious.
The banter is a little bit different. and
She's
a little
a
bit more
pretty lady. Why
aggressive
would she
and
be up
loud.
here?
So I
Yeah.
think that could be the point in times where we have those loud banters with, like, you know, we do end up sound like we're speaking over her because we're in a loud banter. She's trying to get a point off. It's almost like we don't hear the soft voice almost. So I think it's just times we just got to tone it down a little bit. If the viewers think that that's, you know, will help with the audibility of the podcast, Dijon brought it up. You know, that's how we address it right here.
Hashtag free Illa.
Right here on live. You
Table
know what I'm saying?
business,
We
town
address it.
business.
You know?
Loved it.
Respectfully.
I'm not really tripping. Honestly, like, you're correct. There's a lot of times where I'm just not going to yell. Like, especially with the first part of it being we got to all figure out how to do one mic. If there's a point that I'm trying to talk and somebody starts yelling over me, I'm going to automatically withdraw because it's closer to one mic. 3 mics is closer than 4 mics to one mic. So I'ma just
Why
it
he
don't
keep
make no
landing
sense
on
for
you?
all of us.
You've been landing on everybody.
I think you still smell like food or something. Did you spill food
No,
on you?
that motherfucking fly is just landing on Scotty's hand, so don't try to single out flying.
I was gonna have your back, but
Why
Yeah.
you put me in the
because
underthing
you the
with you?
shit.
Y'all niggas attracting flies. I don't know what is going
It
on.
landed on your hat. I can't wait for you to watch the episode and see that fly sitting on the top of your hat. So you attract the shit.
Better
Read
top
the
my hat
ad.
than my body.
Read the ad.
Excuse me. That brings us to the sponsor of this episode, Underdog. As y'all know, this episode and every episode is presented by Underdog, so that doesn't make sense. Turn your takes into cash on Underdog by picking higher or lower on your favorite player's stats. We'll be making picks later in the stream. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California and Texas. Make sure you support the show by hitting the link in the description and downloading Underdog. Sign up now and deposit using promo code FMW to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free pick.
So this episode is featuring this fly, apparently. We're at Holy Moly Donut Shop. I think it's the Cutwater. I'm going to set it by Scott. And
I'm gonna get it for the show's over. I'm gonna get it.
all right.
Okay, let's start off with our fair to says because we had some good ones today.
Good.
First, we have from AP The Connect. Is it fair to say the jury is hard? That's going back to our conversation about
Shout out
what-
AP, man.
What to call our fans?
Yeah, our
The jury?
supporters.
Personally,
Our
I don't
viewers.
like. I don't like it, but I'm a team player, so if that's what we
Why
choose.
don't you like you? I heard you say that yesterday when you were like, I don't like it because of the YSL trial and all that stuff. But these aren't like the jury is just the people that are in charge of watching the whole case and making a decision. They not like the snitches or nothing like that.
No, it's not in regards to that. It's just it's too court related to me. I saw somebody say in the comments today the fairest. So how did you guys feel
Nah, I
about
don't
that?
like that.
Fairest.
Nah,
The jury's
out.
harder than the
We ain't
fairest.
doing that.
Again, if we choose to go with the jury,
I don't think it's
hashtag the jury. Shout out to the jury. I'm a team player.
I don't think it's the jury.
I'm not difficult.
I'm with it if you guys with it. I don't think it's the jury. It's the best we got so far. I'll say that.
Working title.
Working title still?
I saw another one that said the Fury because it's fair and jury.
It's
the
not
fair
obvious
jury.
enough. It's not obvious enough.
Fury.
It has to be obvious. Like that's our fans.
Yeah.
Okay.
They also said they didn't want to be named.
Oh no, they
They did
No,
say
you
that
gonna,
as well.
you gonna get a name.
they gonna get a name.
They said that they are already community fig side ace pitters, and they are just supporting the whole FMW as a whole.
Damn, that's cold.
Also, there was a little bit of blowback and controversy about you trying to take the congregation.
Yeah, I seen that. I
They
mean,
are very. You have to understand the congregation is already a very established pod. These are our boys.
Is it really?
These are our pod- Absolutely.
I'm not the pod, but the community. Is it that like?
Of the congregation.
No pun
Yeah,
intended.
but it'd be different. It'd be different if we heard that name and it wasn't somebody that's considered close knit. Then we
Yeah.
could be like, all right, we could take this shit, but not to somebody that's right
Yeah.
with us. That's
That's
they
Scott
shit.
for you.
I don't care if they don't broadcast for 5 months straight. Still they brand.
That's Scott for you. That is Scott.
I'm gonna go back on this and say if they said they don't want a name, then shit, we don't gotta give them a name. Now that I think
know where
about
that-
it,
I don't. Where did it come from? Who said that? Oh, okay.
And I don't care that they don't want a name. Everybody else gets names, so our supporters and fans, I don't care if we just got 2 people that want to have that name. There are people that do want to be named, and those people will be named because we have fair to say supporters. I get messages all the time
We do.
of people that really,
we
really
building our
fuck
core.
with this show.
I like
so
that.
y'all
I
not
see
gonna
the
sleep
same
on
people.
fair to say like this show's not the shit because it's an amazing show.
I don't get no-
I be seeing the
Amazing.
same people in the chat, the core people, and I think it's really dope that they make sure they tune in and support and like and post, all the shit in the chat all the time. I think it's really dope that
Yeah.
we're getting a core thing. So yeah, we should have a title
Facts.
for it.
I said it on both Community and back on Fig this past month. This is one of the best shows on
Period.
the network. This is one of the best shows on the West Coast.
Period.
It is hilarious. When I sit and watch it, nonstop laughter. Like this show is hilarious.
And great takes, hot debates,
Conspiracies,
interactive.
This crazy ass nigga, like you get.
Scott takes.
What's
All of
crazy
it.
though is like,
And it's only getting better.
to your point, I think it's a great show, but more importantly, like this is the first. I've done a lot of different shows. I'd be waking up like excited to come here,
Facts.
which is
Yeah.
like
All the
I haven't
time.
had a team like that in a minute. So yeah,
I love that.
This
fucking
squad
say.
right here. So yeah, y'all gonna be
Amazing.
named something. We're gonna work on the title, but they're gonna be named something.
Tentatively, the jury is at the top of the list for
In the
right now.
interim,
I can
sure.
see the jury, our
I
jurors.
just don't understand the correlation.
I don't.
Because the jury, okay,
Fair.
so fair to say, it's like a
Oh,
court,
yeah.
like a scale, the court of law.
Yeah, you're a Libra.
Because you have your
We're
gavel.
judging, and they are watching us and judging what we're
The
saying.
scale?
Fair
It
to
works
say.
for right
my
now.
God.
Yeah, that's
it
what I'm
works for
saying.
right now, but not permanent.
Working title.
What's next?
So we will go. Speaking of, we'll just skip over this one because that's actually.
Oh
a link.
Lord.
I'm not mad at this. I
just didn't want to start him up.
At the tube feed said, Mr. Fly, go away. Fair to say, Scotty was right. A network can cover multiple YouTube channels. He was trying to explain the business side of it.
Oh, that's his burner.
The two feet.
Because it was literally like two people that said he was right. So that's got to be his burner. Let's find out the tube feed, pause, is Scotty's.
Barstool and
Burner.
AMP, I can't read it.
Were great examples.
Were great examples.
Barstool and Amp.
My
are great
homies hit me in a
examples.
group chat and was like, "You were so right," and I was like, "I know I was, but it's all good."
I don't think that you weren't right because what you said made a lot of sense. Two things I have to say. One, I didn't want to take away from us congratulating Melissa Ford on her new
For
podcast,
sure.
regardless of whatever network it's under. And two, I felt like when you were speaking on that topic, and maybe they didn't take it personal, but you kept like saying like, because you guys don't know business. And it's like, I know Illa's been on podcasts for several years, and Steph's been in the realm for a while, so I'm sure they do understand the business as well. And again, like I told you, there's a way to be, and who am I to be preaching this anyway, but there's a way to be informative without being insulting. I had to learn that the hard way.
I was about to say, this sounds like a conversation I once heard a long yonder ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, terminology is always a big thing. Obviously, some people
Yeah.
interpret things differently, so they phrase it a specific way, and the way they phrase it may mean something. I think we had the same concept of like network, but it was just a little different.
want the cut
And
word.
but again, that if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have been able to have a great debate about it. You know what I'm saying? For people to be interactive with it. So I think it's a dope thing. Yeah, I don't know if it's fair to say he was right, but
So yeah, I would say fair to say I was right. Can we get a gavel?
we should for sure have a
Oh,
gavel.
So how we get a gavel and
And
y'all
not
don't
the
know how
jury?
the jury correlates?
No, I'm
No,
saying if y'all
Steph said
going.
that.
No, I'm saying if y'all going with jury, then yeah, you would need a gavel. But I don't know if
Fair
that's
to
our
say,
name. for sure.
period. Like,
It's
That's the
Contingent.
Fair to say.
judgment.
Yeah, it's contingent
Yeah.
on that. If we get the gavel, then it's
I know
going to
what
be
I'm
the
gonna be
jury.
following.
We will have a gavel
We need
tomorrow.
a gavel right here in the middle of
I'm
the
we
table.
need a
on
gavel.
Amazon right now.
But something has to happen when that gavel's hit. Like it has to be. We'll figure it out.
That could be like adjourn, conversation adjourned.
Oh, like move on to the next topic.
Oh, I'm ready. It's my gavel.
Hey, look, we got objection and sustain. We can use.
How you going to slam the gavel, Illa?
That's Illa's gavel. When Illa slams the gavel.
We just said yesterday. Well,
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
yeah. Come on
It don't
now.
matter. It don't matter. I don't care who does it. We need a gavel.
Y'all just said she plays the moderator.
Hey, Mike?
Who said it don't matter who?
You need a George Washington
it's
wig.
mine.
So
I
can we
can do
have?
that tomorrow. I just got to go put some rollers in my head.
Well,
I look like George Washington.
why
all
we got a
last
phone
week.
number up?
You're talking too fast. There's so many improvements
One
coming.
mic.
Fair to say, as y'all can see.
Yeah.
We don't want to speak too soon, but there will be a lot of improvements, as y'all can see. Like I said, I'm bigging myself up again. We got new thumbnails, new promotional thumbnails. We got a new
Yeah.
intro screen. We're gonna be making some more improvements to the set, slowly but surely. New segments. So
I'm losing weight.
Yes.
And yes, Scott. It was fair to say that Scott was right.
Yeah, big job.
you see how we go back to bullshit after I was just trying to be positive?
Digging himself.
That's it. You know.
I'm ordering a gavel.
I think it's
She
a
gets it.
professional. I think it's a professional. Excuse me. I think it's a professional when the executive producer of the show makes these little sidebar insults. He doesn't have a cam on him. He doesn't have a mic.
Guess how you get away with it?
And he gets to say these little slick things, and the people don't get to see it, but I react. So they see me reacting.
Is it air it out day? Are we just gonna air out all our grievances today about everything we got talking about?
I'm so thank God I don't have any. I could sit as a passenger and just.
No, you have some. You got grievances before every damn show. Who keeps touching these fucking microphones? Move the table. The table needs to be straight up.
But that's production grievance. That's a production grievance.
The table, don't move the table.
I do have production.
Don't move the table.
Hey, fuck y'all. But I do have production grievances. It's just my OCD, bro. It's bad. I'm sorry.
You just know how to keep your shit off camera.
I be trying to.
You're not sorry. That's the thing.
That's a big sorry, not
I love
sorry.
you, Six. I don't mean no harm.
Shit.
I just like I pay attention to detail. But that would be it.
I ain't mad at it. What's this?
Y'all saw this page?
Okay.
I think they got me blocked.
Oh yeah, we got a new page on Instagram.
This is
page.
a meme page.
Can you make it bigger?
Whoa.
So we had another
you
fair
go.
to say.
Whoa.
God damn.
I could say it. Can you make it bigger, Six?
Thank you. See how the lady can
He's the
handle
only
it?
person in the comments.
Thank you. So FMW Umbrella, shout out to you.
Yep.
Said, fair to say, I'm speaking for the whole Umbrella. We love the new cast. Everybody here to stay.
Drop the horn. Do we got
Yeah.
Okay, can I get a soundboard then?
Everybody has their
I
own
would trust you with the
interactive
Give me a
soundboard.
soundboard.
Soundboard is back there.
Let me get a soundboard.
I would trust Scott with the sound.
I wouldn't overdo it.
I would absolutely not.
Pause.
Trusting Scotty to not overdo anything is not.
I wouldn't overdo it. I promise.
You gonna overwhoop for sure.
I promise.
But
Definitely.
every other stream has soundboard, so maybe not soundboard. Maybe Six should have just a couple like, not the cliche noises, but maybe he should just have a couple. Maybe for our segment titles. I
What
don't know.
sounds would be on Scotty's soundboard? That's a
don't
great
check
prompt.
that,
What?
Who the fuck?
Hey, when did
is
that
Six?
happen? I never heard it.
He was
What-
on Ace Boys.
He said that?
Yes,
I
he
would-
did, and it's a button on Ace Boys to
But
this
wait,
day.
where? Okay, so please have me context. Everybody laughs, but I laugh too because I didn't know that. That's dope because G Perico said that. I'm clipping it myself. Wait, what happened?
I don't even know what they were talking about.
Oh,
But
probably in the
somehow-
chat. And he was probably like, "Who the like that?"
I don't know what was going on, but
said,
whatever
"Who
the
the
fuck
fuck
it
is
was,
Stay?"
he just stopped the whole thing and was like, "Hey, who the fuck is Stay?"
Hey, that's hard.
Is that where Doodle does that? Like, who the fuck is that guy?
No,
Where's
that's
that
his
from?
Conor
Okay.
McGregor, and then he kind of took it and. But that's dope.
Shout out FMW Umbrella.
But yeah, shout out to you for making that page as a supporter. We really appreciate that to help push the brand. It's for all of FMW, but fair to say was their first post.
Yep.
So maybe their page was inspired by this table. So shout out to
Here we
you
go.
if that's the case. Hey, that's my conspiracy on it. They fuck with us. We was the first post on the page.
Yeah.
I might be step burner.
I think
Just like the tweet was your burner.
I'm trying to get him back. Elevate.
I was trying to. I'm grievance aired all day.
Hey, you know
Yeah.
what we need to do though, low key? We need to like ambush everybody's stream, bro. Just walk in that motherfucker and take it over.
I don't want to stream snipe.
We need to take
Stream
over because
snipe.
everybody need. Man, look, bro. Fair to say, the gang is here. We walking in. Watch
gotta-
our shit.
Can we close the door?
Yeah, we gotta
The
close
fan
it.
is helping. I don't know if the audio is bad.
It's the
Sis can
audio.
check.
It's loud.
It's loud.
Party.
Shut your ass up.
So,
It's
I
gonna
mean,
get
I'm-
hot. It's gonna get
I'm
hot.
technically-
Give me something. I don't know. Make it up. Not a Red Bull. Not a Red Bull.
I'm technically not opposed to that, but
What? Oh, bombarding.
yeah.
Just do it.
Thank
you know
you,
what I'm
brother.
saying? We gonna ambush BOF. We can ambush community.
Oh, I want to go back to BOF. They have food.
We just gotta go as a unit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't did nothing. We definitely gotta start popping as a unit. You know what I mean?
All right, we got some. Why is this under you stupid?
Okay, so the reason being is, first of all, before we say you stupid, rest in peace to John Amos.
One of my
he
favorite
passed
actors.
away. Yeah, was in a lot of stuff. Coming to America, Good Times,
The Roots,
Roots,
Kunta Kinte.
all types of stuff. But the reason that this is filed under you stupid is because it's been a shit show. His family is now saying that a lot of them found out, his children found out on social media,
When the media found
that
out.
he passed.
But
They
it said he
weren't-
passed away 45 days ago.
Yeah, they didn't know. They found out
Wow.
on Instagram with the rest of us. There were certain children that were keeping him away from other children. And so there's just more and more stuff that's coming
Man,
out.
shout out to them. Sorry.
He was
That was a
cremated
perfect
9
example.
days later, so he passed on August 21st, and he was cremated on August 30th. I do remember, Six, you might be able to Google it. There was an incident where I believe one of his sons was arrested for elderly abuse or a situation like that not too long ago.
So that was gonna be my point. Like, whose care was he in when it happened? But I don't know how. I would say I don't know how, but to have been passed away for a month and a half and no one knew, family, media, like that didn't get out anywhere. Whose care was he in for that not to that information not been spread?
He's such a legendary figure, you would think. But again, it's not for the family to let social media know, but to let other family members know. I'm not talking about us knowing, because that's really none of our business.
Yeah.
But as far as letting other family members know, yes, please let me know that my uncle, cousin, grandfather, whatever, passed away. That's not a private issue for a family member.
But at the same time, though, you have to, I mean, and I'm not saying it's okay, but this family apparently had a lot of drama with each other. Yeah. So they weren't all on good terms. They weren't all really on speaking terms, blah, blah, blah. And you would think that something like a death would bring them together to where that overrules anything we going through. But some people are petty. And I think that's what happened, is the family that knew was petty and decided not to tell the family that didn't know. And they found out on Instagram like the rest of us did yesterday or the day before.
Could family beef be that deep to where death is can't even mediate and come together with like minds? Like, are families that stricken off of the drama to where the pride is that high to where even in death you can't come together? It's
For sure.
Absolutely.
Even on some thinking that your own is gonna happen, like, shit, I probably shouldn't tell this story, but fuck it, my mama is probably gonna kill me for telling this story. But my grandmother, the whole last year of my grandmother's life, we all moved into her house and we're all sharing 24-hour care of her with ourselves. We all took care of her. And when it started looking like it was about to be time, we was kind of telling her, like, you know, she was telling us, like, planning her funeral, all this stuff like that. But her and her sister used to be funking. Like, they couldn't, like, they was always beefing. And we had said something to her one day and was just like, yo, you want to, like, maybe you should call her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sitting here planning your own funeral with us. You're telling us all these things that you want to do for your funeral. You're telling us, oh, I want to be cremated. I want this. I want that. Why don't you call your little sister? And she was like, fuck that.
Wow.
I don't care, like, type shit. And it was like, damn, that's crazy. Because she
Pride
was
is
just
the
so
devil.
angry. It wasn't even pride. It was pain.
It's not worth it, though.
Yeah,
It's not worth it.
It wasn't pride. It was pain. Like, if you know what they were arguing about and all that stuff like that, hers was just like, I don't want to allow this person to keep, like, messing with my spirit, like my space. I have to protect my energy. It's never gonna go well. Even when I try and reach out an olive branch, something go left and I just can't do it. Because they have done that a bunch of times.
Right.
This last time,
eventually
she was
it runs
just
its
like,
course.
Yeah, this last time she was just like, you know what? I want to go on my terms. I want to go in peace. I don't want nothing to get in the way of that. I don't want to have no craziness on my spirit right before and right now. I'm good. I'm peaceful. I got my kids with me. I'm just chilling.
Let me see if I can find
I think, though, too, like, well, I'll say this. As a child, I don't, God forbid, I don't think there's a point where I won't go 45 days without talking to my parent. And so I would have been trying to call him. Like, I feel like I may have found out before that, because I would have been trying to call and like, yo, why didn't I answer my calls or something? You know what I mean?
But if somebody hasn't been speaking for years, like,
yeah, it's just the norm. You don't expect them to go at that time. It just.
And I know he wasn't doing well, but.
Well, yeah, okay.
Did you guys see this young lady, Mariah Cobb? She said,
I was getting, yeah, it was on there.
Oh, it's on there?
Yeah, it's on there.
Oh, go ahead.
No, that was the second half of You Stupid.
That's why it's on You Stupid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because in the midst of all this, also, too, his mistress, there is a woman who came out and basically said some wild things about him and posted a picture.
That's crazy.
Distasteful.
Yeah.
What'd she say? She look young?
Mariah Cobb, is it?
Yeah.
She said, RP to a legend, John Amos. Remember, I put this P word on you so good this day.
Is that
you can
real?
barely move.
That is a real picture.
That is a
of
photo
her
of
and
John.
him.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Please tell me that's a fake caption on top.
This is definitely disgusting. Bad
Especially after he
timing.
died.
Why not just RIP? Why not just RIP? Why you gotta let us know you put the pussy on him so good he couldn't move? Like, what? Come on, doggy.
Yeah. I honestly, that's the
I mean, that's not disrespectful, technically.
That's
Pussy
dumb
on him so much he couldn't
disrespectful.
move.
It's distasteful.
It's distasteful, but I mean, it's not like she not bashing him necessarily.
He couldn't move.
Read that about you though.
Yeah,
So
what if he had a wife?
Read that about you.
What if he had a wife or something like that? Like,
I just think, honestly, this brings us to...
It's uncalled for.
Yeah, this brings us to the bigger problem in the world, which is, why do when people pass away, y'all be telling all these people business?
Man.
Like, if they didn't want it to be known when they was here, they didn't want it to be known when they was gone.
Facts.
Like,
Yeah.
all the women that come out the woodworks,
There's no
posting the
respect.
pictures and the videos and the
Yeah.
screenshots and the text messages, and it's just like, bro, let them people rest in peace. Let them families grieve. You grieve how you gotta grieve, but just keep whatever level y'all was on when that person was here. Keep that same energy. Like, if y'all was sneaky links when that man was here, then bitch, sneaky grieve. Like, what are we talking about?
Sneaky grief. Stay in the shadows.
Yeah,
I
like,
And for just again, he's such a polarizing figure.
Yeah.
You guys forget. A lot of people forget. Like, he's the first black father
Yep,
on television,
on TV.
on the Maude show, and then Good Times was a spinoff of Maude. And they didn't even want him on the show. They tried to write him off the show initially. And Florida Evans, aka Esther Rowe, recipe, she was like, "I won't do the show if you don't give me a father for my children," because that's the image they were trying to push
Right.
on Black America,
Fatherless.
is like fatherless. And so I'm a huge Good Times fan. It's one of my favorite shows growing up. Seeing that father figure in the home, seeing how he would discipline his children, speak to his children. I didn't like the dynamic between him and his wife. I feel like the producers of the show always tried to make her challenge him.
Yeah.
He could never really lead his household fully.
Yeah.
Because there were several opportunities for them to get out of the projects if you really pay attention to the show. But Florida will always like, "Oh no, James, give the money back," or XYZ.
Yeah.
So he was never really the full leader of his house. But I respect John Amos for playing that role and introducing the black father to America.
I love that.
The right way.
Yeah.
I think too. Why do we give that? Why are who is this? Hollywood Unlocked? Like, why are we posting?
It's your
that?
boy.
Yeah, why are we posting that? She even posted that. Why give that attention? You know what I mean?
It's your boy.
Oh, I
She
saw it
did
on,
that
I
on
saw it on
purpose.
Say Cheese on my phone. It was on
Yeah, I
Say
Say
saw it.
cheese, but like Suburban would never post that. I know a day in LA would never post
No,
that. So it's like, why even give that shit attention? You know
Because
what
they
I mean?
get clicks. Because
Drama,
they get them
clicks,
type of clicks.
engagement.
It's all about engagement and clicks these days. With these
I heard that
pages.
too.
Show,
Nigga.
look,
That's your boy.
look, look who posted. I mean, the person who posted it was the same thing. They wanted the engagement.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was his team, but you know, whatever.
Like-minded
His
individuals.
team.
Yeah, man.
You think Jason Lee's sitting there running the
Oh
Hollywood
no, I'm
Unlocked page on
talking
a daily
about
basis?
I'm talking about the girl who posted a picture with him.
Oh,
Oh, Mariah Cobb.
That's the lady. That's the lady who
is she
posted a picture on
famous
the
or
beach.
something?
No,
Or she
read her
just
name.
random?
It's Mariah Cobb.
Oh, well, we saying it like she's somebody.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I'm
that.
just saying her name.
I mean, he had
Oh.
a youngin' though. If we're gonna keep it a buck.
All right, I did see this next clip. So, Maul said from Rory and Maul podcast, he says he refuses to watch the Kendrick Lamar halftime show. He said he's not watching the Super Bowl in general. He's such a Drake fanatic. He's on Drake's dick so much.
Maul,
he
you
refuses to
sucking
watch
this nigga
the
Drake
Super
off.
Bowl.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. The biggest event in entertainment.
Can I be real? Before I even watch this, I think the comments are getting to him. He's got to be reading the comments because why the fuck wouldn't you watch the Super Bowl? I don't understand.
I feel like
They're backing him
Go ahead.
into a
What were you
corner.
about to say?
he's doing like what you be doing.
What I be doing?
Y'all be just anti
Me?
shit because you like with him. Okay, I'm gonna say he taking it a little farther than you do.
What have I ever done now?
I would never do this.
I'm a
super
Give me an
Drake fan.
example.
Contrary.
You can
are
call me out, but
contrarian.
Like
Go
the
ahead.
Diddy shit, like how you just was going so hard.
No.
Even though you understood that it was like a questionable topic, you stood on what you
argument.
were standing on. Yeah, and I feel like that's what he's doing. Like
No.
he been saying this whole time. So now, and that's why I said I take it. I'm not gonna say take it back, but
No,
kind
take
of
that
not the
back.
same because I feel like now he's taking it to the team where he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna just capitalize on it and I'm gonna do the absolute.
Oh, so you think he's like trolling with it
Yeah.
more so
Sure.
than just
Yeah.
actually?
I watched this
Can we
show.
play the clip?
Yeah, but say, I guarantee he's being like hyperbolic though.
He said he's not watching the Super Bowl.
I would never say that.
Start yelling again, y'all gonna call me a glazer and all kind of shit.
We never go through that.
Can we please watch the Super Bowl together as a family? Fuck that Super Bowl. Wait,
Is it like Kaepernick or because it's
no, it's the Kendrick. Fuck. I ain't gonna. Hey, listen. I know how. I think I stand on a big box and just fuck that Super Bowl, man.
You're not watching the Super Bowl because Kendrick Lamar.
Fuck that shit.
That's corny.
Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that Super Bowl. Fuck Pepsi. Fuck all
I
that.
hate the Eagles more than any sport
I don't even
franchise on earth. I've watched every Super Bowl that the Eagles
Man,
win.
fuck that Super Bowl. We
I hate the
watch
media.
this shit.
He's joking.
No, we're all
No,
Seems
he's not.
serious.
He's joking.
He seemed adamant.
Do you watch the show?
He's gonna watch the Super Bowl.
He's joking.
He's gonna watch.
He's not
the show.
being serious. I watched the show. He's joking.
not gonna stay in the house and not watch Super Bowl on that day. I
He's
promise
just
you, he's
saying
gonna be
that for the
somewhere
camera?
watching it.
Yes.
think so?
But I think he's serious when he in this role he's trying to get
No,
across.
he said fuck Pepsi. You think he really like, I don't drink Pepsi?
I don't drink.
You guys know who his brothers are?
Yeah.
Yeah,
His brother is Kareem Burks.
yeah.
And his other brother
Biggs,
is
right?
Kiambo Hip Hop, one of the greatest
Biggs
A&Rs.
is his
Biggs is his big brother. And his
Yeah.
other big brother is the A&R
Biggs
Reasonable
is his
Doubt.
big brother?
You didn't know
You
that?
didn't know that?
Jason
That's how
called
he
him
knows.
nephew.
That's how he knows
all these
Hov.
people.
Yeah, that's how he knows Hov.
I be out the loop, but that's crazy.
He's a Burke.
Shout out to Biggs. That's
Well, I think
wild.
he might have different fathers. I think they have the same mother.
Well, you think Wayne gonna watch the Super Bowl?
The football part, yeah.
I'm still holding. I'm really still holding on to the hope that somehow all of this was just a show and they're gonna integrate Wayne in there somehow, or already
No.
we're planning on
Nope.
doing it. And I hate that this really just went so left, bruh. Like,
Tell you right now, Wayne's not going to be a part of
You
that Super
said
Bowl.
you like Kendrick getting the halftime.
I
I
do,
know
but
very
that's
well.
my
So-
point. My whole point is I always thought that before Wayne even said anything, before any of that, I felt like that was going to bring Wayne out. And I feel like now it's just not a possibility.
Because of the
Because of
video
who?
that Wayne made or because of the timeline?
Because of the video that Wayne, I feel like Wayne don't want to do it. Like, even if it was a plan, I feel like Wayne is like, fuck you. That should have been my whole ass show. It's the
I don't
same
think he's
thing
like,
we've been
fuck
saying.
you.
He said he's
He didn't
hurt.
say fuck you.
I'm saying if somebody were to ask him to come out, you got to think about it. If somebody were to ask you, if somebody else did a report card show and was like, hey, I want you to come on my show, you'd be like, fuck you. I'm
Nigga,
not coming on
fuck
your
you.
show.
Yeah.
That's my show.
Yeah.
That's what I mean when I say that
Okay.
would be his response.
I guess I get what you're saying, but nonetheless, I think the biggest issue with it, and not to rehash the Super Bowl conversation,
Yeah, I know.
so we can move off of that, is obviously the Drake stipulation. Like Wayne performing on stage with Kendrick is a blow
That's
pause
out.
to Drake.
True.
But not only that,
So-
not only that, it's also like you're not gonna bring me out in my city. Why would I do that?
No,
see,
that's
that's what I
where you
mean when
do
I
it.
said
That's
that.
where you bring me out. That's
People
where
do
you
that
bring
all
me
the
out.
time.
You're gonna bring me out at my city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is different because
Wayne's too prideful. It's not happening.
We don't have to.
Usher just brought out Kim
I
and
didn't-
Barclays.
Right, but the circumstances are different, and we don't have to go back into the conversation. But it's because it should have been, or people feel like it should have been his Super Bowl.
Wayne is
My
not
hand is
touching that
itching
Super Bowl.
crazy.
That fly.
Finna get
bitch.
some money.
My flies don't
But
bite.
no, that's I get it. I get it what he's doing. If y'all think it's trolling, but that's out of pocket. I would never even say no shit like that. That's just super biased. Like to even fucking say some shit like that.
I mean,
This ain't fair to say.
From
This
his-
hot to say.
from his
Man,
perspective,
with that
what if you're
wind door open.
if Drake was your brother, you wouldn't
some
watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm getting boxed out right
The
now.
I just put it out because we had to close the door. Fucking open that door. Yeah, I don't know who's stupid in that. Mal for sure, right?
Maul. And again, I miss not the original because there was people on Joe Budden podcast before them even, but I miss that set of the Joe Budden podcast. Joe, Maul, and Rory.
I do.
used to watch that,
I love that
every day
one.
with my ex, rest in peace. We used to watch the show every fucking day.
Yeah.
I love that podcast. I'm sad that they broke up because their dynamic was great, but ever since then, Maul just started smelling himself and he just been acting like this. I don't like this version of Maul because
I
that's
don't
not
either.
even good
I
hip
used to
hop
love
media
them a lot.
behavior.
I used to love them a lot.
Now that's a reach.
What's next?
Do we care? $1 Million Baby artist. You be moving that screen in the middle of a.
Yeah, y'all gotta bear with us. It's a camera in front of the topics.
Do we care? $1 Million Baby artist Tommy Richmond claims to not be a hip hop artist.
Post Malone Part 2?
That's. I mean, would y'all say that? I could see that.
His song is hip hop. That little thing.
That's what I'm saying. Them songs.
His album is very much.
Bless you.
Is it?
I listen to it too. I think it's very eclectic.
Bless you.
Oh shit, this nigga got the goddamn cooties, y'all.
He's doing, not him, but Tommy is doing what so many people do. Hip hop is a gateway. They use it to get in the door because it's so bombastic and it's just so viable.
What does bombastic mean? Like
Just
Mr. Boombastic.
oh, okay,
Take
gotcha.
over.
Yeah.
Mr. Lover.
Then once you in, you in.
Then once you in, you in.
I don't
Post
even-
Malone did the same
Yeah,
thing.
I
So many
agree.
people have done that.
Are we mad at that though? I'm not mad at that.
I'm mad at it, but I don't consider. I agree
Not
with him.
mad.
I don't think
I'm
he's a
just
hip hop
pointing it out.
artist.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think he's a hip hop artist. I don't think none of them songs was hip
Nigga,
hop.
we don't want that shit trash. We want you to be
I don't- I
hip-hop
mean-
artist.
Cause I'm
It's
a $1
mom
million
music.
babe. Smack it.
What's good, Fancy?
I got rid of him. What's going on?
We talk about Tommy Richmond gonna tweet, I'm not a hip hop artist, that's the $1 Million Baby nigga.
I know you don't know whose song
I
that is.
swear I don't know.
You know if you heard it.
So let's ask a better question. How do you feel about when non-black, so like white artists
Malone.
come into hip hop and they make rap music and then all of a sudden they decide they want to go do another genre
And they not a hip hop artist no more. They use us.
and they be trying to act
they
like
use
it.
this, but you know, whatever floats their boat. I can't judge nobody.
So you don't be mad at it.
Nah, I don't be mad at it. It's, nah, well, I get mad at it. That's him.
Yeah, it's nothing to get mad at.
because he really in the little shit. You
No,
feel
I'm
me?
trying not to take it personal no
Next,
more.
though. I know
Yeah,
that
but
you
I'm trying.
really
Yeah.
take the.
I'm trying not to take it
Please
personal no more because it's not worth it. It's definitely not worth raising my blood pressure because they're going to keep doing it regardless of how upset I get. How many rants I go on or whatnot, people still going to be culture vultures.
Right.
So it is what it is. All we got to do is, like Nip said, ignore the clown shit and focus on the real hip hop artists.
Right,
and
right,
give them
fair
our
to say.
time and attention and the screams.
I feel like the one that I think did it the worst, that pissed me off the worst, was Pink.
Pink, the singer, the
Yes.
rock. But Candy Burris used to write her songs.
It don't matter. She still came out
Culture
as a whole
vulture.
R&B artist and
Yep.
then just
Soon as
went
she got
full
famous.
Trumper on us for real.
Soon as she got
I don't think
famous,
she's
yeah.
a Trumper. I think she's actually
She
back
said
on the
with
other
Trumper.
side. But she definitely was with some wild takes for a minute there.
But she did come out R&B. You right about that.
Yeah,
and then
for
switched it
sure.
all the way up.
I'm gone, y'all.
Bye,
All right,
Smacky.
Smack. Third set.
But yeah, no.
You okay, Stat?
Yeah, bro, them sneezes fucked me up for a second.
That's because you in here
Sneezes?
boxing yourself.
I know that shit hurt.
Air circulation didn't help it.
Oh
Sneeze, I
man,
ain't gonna blow my nose. I ain't want to do all that shit on the
I've
air.
never seen a sneeze take a nigga out like that. That's
Oh, you ain't had one of
I
them
tried
the ones that hurt.
I tried to hold it in. Pause. If y'all could, I tried to like
That's the
not.
second time.
I tried to not sneeze out loud, and that's what I think what fucked it up.
It's like a sauna in here.
So it should be a little bit better not that the fan is going. My fault. My fault,
God
y'all. My
damn
fault.
it.
My fault. And I apologize, Ella.
It's like
what?
holy moly
You-
donut
thank you.
shop.
So to be fair, yeah, what is this? We don't care. Or
Do we care?
I
No, we
care.
don't give a fuck.
give a fuck about
That's the
that
name of that segment. Do we
don't-
give a fuck?
Oh shit.
He a one-hit wonder.
All right, what's the next one for Do We Care? McDonald's just teased
Yup.
a collaboration with Kai.
Y'all better care.
How you feel about that? Are you a little?
Chat's about to pop off 10/10, so October 10th they're dropping this collab. I didn't like the sweetie meals. I tried them. I didn't like the combinations. I didn't try the Bad Bunny meal or whatever connotation you're implying there. But yeah,
I didn't try. No.
Shout out to Kai, man. Black
Yeah,
man,
I
he getting
think
all the
it's-
deals.
Shout out to Kai.
Nike, McDonald's. He getting the check.
what is it? What is it? Zoom in for a 6. What does that say?
It says not a Big Mac. Medium fries with Sprite.
So not a Big Mac. What is a not
So
a Big
must be a
Mac?
custom Big Mac, custom Big Mac order.
I won't cap. I don't eat Big Macs. I've never had a Big Mac.
That was the only
I'ma
thing
be
I ate
real.
normally when I ate
I used
McDonald's.
to tear Big Macs.
I'm
up. Big
I
Macs.
don't think I get at McDonald's is chicken nuggets. I swear. I
Those is
don't.
named after Biggie Smalls, right? Big Macs, right?
No, them
Yeah,
was
they
out
are.
way
Are
before
they?
that man
You
was
watched
even born.
Notorious
damn
and
near.
thought that no.
I thought that was what that was from. Look that up.
No, he made a custom box in that movie. They had a custom box. That's not where the
Nah,
Big
hell
Mac comes
nah.
from.
Okay.
I was skinny.
And yeah, and what year? What year did the Big Mac come
what
out?
is
Mr.
it?
Glickstein.
Yeah, Big Mac came out in what year? I should know this.
Say it's your topic.
The release date, you was probably here.
1960
I camped outside.
Him and Stat.
1967.
Why me? Oh, because I'm old.
67 is crazy.
It was the show just outside kicking it.
Damn.
Pescatarian. But no, I only eat
They got filet
chicken
fish.
nuggets and McFlurries from McDonald's. Do they have the
Man,
icy orange?
I
Or
used
they
to-
got rid of icy
You
orange?
eat the McFlurry?
Yeah, I like
Hell
McFlurries.
yeah.
Damn.
I hate the way, you know what I don't like? I don't don't like the way everybody switched up on McDonald's. Like everybody wasn't on McDonald's.
Man,
Like
facts. I grew up on that shit.
Like y'all gotta
At least once a week.
Like I hate when you be like, oh, sometimes some McDonald's people like, you eat that? Yes, and we all ate it. Like,
oh,
we
now
all
though it's
ate
different.
it.
That's out of pocket now.
What about now?
I'm not saying you
I go
gotta
to that
eat
McDonald's
it all the
all the
time.
time.
I look down on the nigga who eat. I eat the fries
You know what I'm saying?
sometimes.
Oh, I do
fuck with
too.
the fries.
Oh, my
Chicken nuggets, fries,
Never.
and a
I'll
Sprite.
eat the fries. I'm not.
I used to eat spreads. If you still eating spreads at this point in your life, something's wrong.
I mean, I grew up on the Big
the
Mac,
breakfast.
the chicken nuggets, the double cheeseburger, the
Griddle.
McChickens, the filet of fishes. I mean, that's the everything. We
filet
had
of
a
fish.
dollar
I don't eat
menu.
the filet
I
of
literally
fish.
grew up on the dollar
Had the
menu.
McRibs and everything.
I don't eat the filet
I've
fish.
never had it.
My baby, my baby,
But
my baby.
but the dollar menu was the shit. I just found out the dollar menu didn't even exist like last year.
You can't get nothing for $1
What you
at
mean? They
McDonald's.
got rid of it?
You can't get nothing for
Nigga,
There's a value menu,
I
but
haven't
nothing for
drove through a
$1.
McDonald's drive-thru in 20 years.
Yeah.
20 plus years.
You get a 2 for $5 or something, but that's about it. Shout out to Casanat. Congratulations on your
Yeah.
McDonald's deal. I want to get one of those one day. If you, let's real quick, I got a new prompt for you guys. If you had a McDonald's combo or meal, what would it be?
See, my thing is I always hate the fact that whenever we get these celebrity collab meals, all they do is put things that are already on the menu in their meal. I want something new.
I'm
like,
coming
I
in
want
with
somebody
salmon.
to come off the,
Boom.
Mixed salmon?
the mixed salmon
You
burger.
gonna die.
is crazy.
You gonna die. Mixed
I'm
Texan is sick.
I'm saying if I had to integrate something, a healthy option, a real salmon, not bullshit, but I would bring in a seafood option. That's what they don't have. Like she said, something different. I'm not gonna take a menu item and then reflip it.
What would you
I might
do?
give it like a salmon. Bro, if y'all never been to it's by the airport. It's a fish place. Not California Fish Grill.
I know what you're
Malibu Eatery. It's called Malibu Eatery.
Somewhere left.
It used to be. It used to
Get the
be.
fuck outta here.
No, it's fire. There's a salmon sandwich with like this slaw on top. Oh my god! I would bring a salmon sandwich to McDonald's.
I've had a
Oh,
salmon
I
burger.
would. That is kind of fire. Shout out to Same Energy.
Some little potatoes on the side.
Halftime Sports Bar in Oakland has a catfish po' boy that
Catfish
I
would
mean
be
a
fire, too.
salmon po' boy. You can get a
Salmon
lobster
po'
po' boy.
boy.
You can get
That's right up
catfish,
their alley.
anything, and it's all the fried. It's all fried, and it's so good. Like I literally wait till I'm going home, and I go straight there to get.
But
it
you can
every
get that
time.
at, or not to cut you off, beautiful. You can get that at Orleans and York. They got the catfish
yeah,
po'
say that
boy,
they have
It's not the
salmon.
same. It's not the
I'm not
same.
beautiful?
Shout out to Wise Choice. It is not the same.
In my meal, I would have a nugget McFlurry. You'll be able to get.
You gotta relax.
nugget?
That's extra. That's not real. You
nugget?
wouldn't do that.
a nugget McFlurry.
You might do a different type of McFlurry that's not on the menu right now, but you're not doing the chicken nugget
That's
McFlurry.
chicken nugget. How you gonna
Like,
tell me what my meal is? That's my meal.
I'm bringing back the chicken selects, man. Chicken selects
Absolutely.
with an apple pie
a snack
combo.
wrap. I like the snack wrap.
I like the wraps.
the snack wrap.
Crispy chicken.
I just think they definitely need a healthier.
Burger King.
tortilla. I'm sorry, Mary.
That's Burger King.
I just think they need more healthier options. I'm sure, other than salads. I'm sure. So that's why I would like, man, bring in something completely different. Some little side potatoes.
like some
shit.
McAsparagus,
Asparagus.
McRugula.
I'm tired of your diet, bro. I'm tired of hearing about all this healthy shit, bro. Get up out of here with all
I'm trying to
that.
influence you to think differently, brother.
Get up out of here with all that. I don't want to hear that shit no more.
Nah,
Mac
so I don't
Key
mess
McDonald's
with
can't make nothing healthy though.
Mac Key one.
That's the problem.
It's too mass
It's not in their
produced.
agenda.
Put that shit in the freezer.
You are
and
not
ship it.
eating real meat.
I don't know about y'all, but
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Dijon had a meme that he wanted us to look at today.
Yeah, let's check out my meme. Dijon's topic. The Fair to Say gas station meme. If you
right.
are a supporter of a Dana Lay or Dijon Paul, you know I do gas station memes, so I made a Fair to Say one. And all I need you guys to do is pick which gas pump you're at.
Did you post this already?
I think
Oh,
you
no, I
sent
haven't
this. You
posted
sent this
it.
in the group chat,
you're
right?
gonna
I put it in the group chat, I think.
Let me look so I can see it
can't
closer.
see.
He put it in the group chat.
Is it in the group chat?
Yeah.
Use your phone as reference.
I'll just, yeah.
So which one is this? Is this the Fair to Say one
That's
or
the yellow one. It's in the group chat.
Oh, was it blue or yellow?
There's a blue one, there's a yellow one. All
right, so which one we doing
let's
first?
start with the blue one. Which one? So, no, let me read real quick where we at. So,
We're on blue.
Pub 1, we have Dog Food and DJ Quick is the name. At 2, we have Doggy Style And Death Certificate by Cube. At 3, we have The Chronic and America's Most Wanted by Cube. At 4, we have 2001 and the Snoop Dogg Presents the East Siders. At 5, we have my favorite Snoop Dogg album, Rhythm and Gangsta, and the documentary. So, which gas pump are y'all at? Shout out to the West Coast.
I'm at pump 5.
Dijon pump.
I don't even have to question
I love
it.
Rhythm and
I'm at
Gangsta.
pump 5.
I'm
easily
probably at pump 5 with a side note of pump 2.
Pump 2 for sure.
Doggy Style. Death
Rhythm and
Certificate.
Gangsta.
That certificate
that's
was
my
Isn't
fire.
that's
Let's Get Blown. That's with him and For Real.
Do you have a fresh pair of pennies?
Him and For Real.
See, that's not my favorite Snoop album. That's why I hate that you did that. But man, that makes it so hard.
What say you, Scott? Which pump you at?
Silk cotton, see-through lace.
You
your
an asshole.
sexy
He
thong.
does
I
the
know,
way
it's
he
tough.
mixed
Yeah,
it.
it's
Like,
I'm
bruh,
nigga, I thought we was finna be on these shits. I ain't gonna lie. I'm going to
you about to be when you pick.
I'm
Pull up
going
the
to
pump.
I'm going to pump 5. Ill over there. I'm going to
think
So
we
I
all
think it's
going
unanimous. Pump 5 for that
Keep
one.
it a buck.
All right, let's go to the yellow one real quick. This is some more modern, newer LA rappers. Shout out to the new artists
know
as
none
well.
of these niggas.
Fair to
Who's
say,
that
you, the
that?
Mr. Suburban LA, don't know any of these upcoming LA rappers.
That's
I know I'm
prominent
all
LA
listen to him. I go to 2.
All right, so in pump 1 we have 310 Baby and OGZ. At
2.
pump 2 we have Blastabino,
2.
3X4 and Ralphie the Plug. 4 Savi Third, Free Him and Rucci. 5 Big Sad and Greedo. I'm gonna be at 2 because I love 16.
All of y'all gonna be at pump 2?
Pump 4.
Pump 2.
I love 16.
Pump 4, crack.
Savi and Rucci, that's hard. I want them
It's
to be like
half bracket. It's half bracket. You feel me?
Y'all
Shout
biased
out to the
though.
Free
dog.
Savi.
Free side,
And shout out
free
to
my
Rucci.
dog, and shout out to Rooch Dog.
They have a record
Crack
called
it.
Lamb Chops.
I love that.
Oh, it's fire.
I'm telling you,
I'm going pump 2.
I'm going pump 4.
I'm gonna go
Shout
at
out
2.
to Sav. Shout out to
Free
Rooch.
Savi.
Pump 4 is a movie.
I'll post them on Instagram later today. Make sure you guys participate. But shout out to Fair to Say.
I'm
Shout out
with
to
that.
LA Rap.
That was
That's
fun. I like that one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Y'all just y'all need to expand your horizons.
I love
Y'all went
6
automatically
tape.
to 6 tape.
No, I went to
Time,
Blast.
Wake It Up, program.
I just went to Blast off rip.
To get into the end, and they got too many bangers.
Cause shit, now that I'm even like looking back at it, I could have like Greedo
And Big
Pump
Sad,
5.
yeah.
That was a good one.
Pump 2's where
Pump
it's
2
at,
is
baby.
great, but
6 tape. None of them have better
Pump
projects
4
than 6
for
tape 1
sure.
and 2.
I'm easily at Pump 4. That was no question. Both of those were easy for me.
All right, we got some hot topics.
Yes. So Mr. Prada, do you know who Mr. Prada is?
Now I do.
Yeah, he's like a Instagram TikToker, Viner, something like that. Who's very wild. He got arrested in Texas after being wanted for killing his therapist and fleeing with the victim's car.
People are crazy.
It's hell.
Literally.
They
But-
are saying as well, they're suspecting that the therapist did something to him when he was younger.
They think that he was
Abused?
SA'd.
Oh, so there's some big motive behind this. This wasn't random. Let's check it out.
Who's the TikTok personality wanted as a person of interest in the case of a slain mental health therapist in Baton Rouge is now in custody. Baton Rouge police tell us Terrion Thomas was arrested yesterday in Texas. The Dallas Police Department making that arrest. Police say Thomas, also known as Mr. Prada on TikTok, is charged with aggravated criminal damage to property, resisting an officer, and unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. As we get the latest details, we're going to update this story. In the meantime, and the breaking news, the TikTok...
This is his content?
Yes.
For my book, talking about years on.
Yeah, I wasn't familiar with this brother before this incident, but I've been seeing this all over the timeline. With you guys saying that the therapist might have harmed him in some way. If so, he got what he deserved. But if not, then if somebody SA'd you, yes, you should go kill them. Yes.
What stood out to me in this is how it's like you're fucked now because your photo goes up and they don't have to find you or identify you. The police, social media identifies you now. Like
That's exactly how that happened.
The internet is now like snitching per se on things that they see, like, oh, I know that person, or oh, that's so and so and so and so, and it just starts going viral that they're telling who it is. It's like, damn, people really being the police.
Was this his therapist?
Yes. It was his therapist who I don't know this to be true, but the rumor that's going around is that his therapist was abusing him, so finally he lashed back out at him. And I think honestly, this has been in the that sentiment has been in the news a lot lately. Like even the Menendez brothers? That came back out. That documentary came back out about them, or it's more like a docu-series.
That was a good show.
But people are tearing it apart because they're finding hella inconsistencies between the real story and the real court case versus what was portrayed. And people are really the world is coming to the point where they're kind of on their side. Like, hold on, y'all wasn't saying this in them court cases. What do you mean his daddy was doing this, and that? Y'all didn't show us that part. Now we are seeing this, and we're feeling like it's okay.
And to that, just on the Menendez part, they're appealing their sentence because they got life.
Yeah.
But they found a note where the son wrote it and said, "Yeah, Dad, I was scared that Dad was gonna rape me or R-word me again.
Yeah.
Ouch."
Yeah.
And
That's
that just came
terrible.
out. So yeah, now they're
That's
like, "Oh
sick.
shoot."
Even the fact that I was talking to somebody about this yesterday, or I was talking to my mom about it, and I was telling her a teacher came out in support of them and said that when one of them was 14 years old, he wrote a creative poem. It was a creative poem assignment, and his whole poem was about a abuser going to court and getting sentenced to death. And they was he was 14. So if they ended up killing them at 19, then we've been seeing it coming, and why don't y'all see it from how we seen it? We all was screaming for these kids to get checked on, and nobody was checking on them.
Yeah.
But I feel do y'all feel like that's a thing? You should be able to exercise some sort of punishment or revenge on somebody that has been abusing you, as opposed to taking it to the police if the police or the authorities
Abusing in
aren't
what
doing
way?
anything? Like this. Say
Sexual abuse?
Yeah. That's what's happening.
I think the person who gets sexually abused should decide the fate of the person. Once they're convicted, I think the person who is sexually abused should decide: do I want them to spend life in prison? Do I want them to have lethal injection? Do I want them to X, Y, and Z? I think they should have some say so, and it's never the family can never have a say so. Once somebody's murdered somebody, they can be I forgive them cold-heartedly. I don't want them to have the death penalty, and they'll still give you the death penalty. It doesn't matter what the family or the victim says. So I think the only difference would be let the victim have some voice in the punishment of the person who abused them.
But on the flip side, if not that I'm a parent, but if I was a parent and somebody ever touched or harmed my child, I'm killing you. I'm not calling the police.
That's what I'm saying.
not going to the police department.
Yeah.
I'm killing you.
But
I'm physically harming you.
If the police catch you first, you don't want to say so, and what happens to them if the police catch them first?
But that's not
if that happens, but then the police not going to catch you first. If I catch wind of it, I'm going to kill you.
Step may have a point, and I can speak on this. I've never said this openly. I've been a victim of SA 3 different. What happened?
I just said door.
I was like, oh shoot.
Yeah.
I've been sexually assaulted 3 different times in my life by 3 different people. On God, yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Granted, maybe my situations were not as bad, and so I don't wish death on any of those people. Because maybe again, my situations weren't that bad, but
you enjoyed it.
I couldn't.
Whoa.
Stay. Don't say
so
that.
cold that you.
Scott, I'm sorry.
I think
I'm sorry
apologize.
if it was
I don't give a fuck.
If it was sentimental.
It wasn't sentimental.
I was trolling.
But I wouldn't wish death on those people.
Really?
No, I wouldn't. But my shit wasn't that bad. What they going through may be a little different.
Loud to say today.
But I don't know. Wishing death on somebody is crazy though.
Wishing death on somebody. I say if I was a parent, hypothetically, and I had a child, and somebody harmed them, sexually, whatever, I'm going to kill you. Why are you touching my child inappropriately?
Yeah.
And I feel like any parent would feel that way, right? Not saying that they would literally do it.
Feel that way though.
What is my kid doesn't have consent to feel a way about being essayed?
I don't want to kill those people. So what my mom's like, I'm gonna kill those people. I don't feel that way.
You as a child, you didn't have the right to feel anyway. You feel how I feel. You don't have consent.
That's crazy.
You don't have consent.
You feel how I feel.
So
when Boosie say I don't want my kid to be like this, you feel how I feel, right?
That's what you're an adult. As a kid, you do not have consent. So a kid, this is very sick conversation, but a 14-year-old girl could be being sexually assaulted by her teacher. She could be in love with him, but if the father finds out and kills that teacher, it's not, oh, I love him, don't harm him, You don't have consent. You don't have feelings. You're a child. You have to wait till you're grown to have consent.
So 18 is good.
They're grown to have consent.
So yes.
But if you don't have consent and I'm the parent,
okay, that's fair enough.
There's consequences.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a tricky one. Because it's like,
Close out at 6.
you can't really like call it. It's like you said, or no, matter of fact, like you said, you can't call it because every single person don't feel like that's how they want things to go. But then at the same time too, I do feel like there should be some option. I think that there should be alternate punishments. That's my thing.
That's
Castration?
I've always felt like
kinda
there
my
should
point.
be like alternate punishments.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying. Get
I
an option.
never understood for the life of me why, like, if someone is wronged, why are they not allowed to then
Wrong
be the
them back?
person that does the punishment? So like perfect example, if somebody R-worded someone and they were like, I want to shoot him. I want to shoot him.
Yeah.
If you gonna give them the death penalty anyway, just let me do it because
Let
I
me
want to
do
be
it.
the one to pull the trigger because they hurt me.
Eye for eye, but literally.
Yeah,
I
like,
don't think in a
never
court of law,
understood.
but maybe if you
That's my point.
retaliate, maybe like let's say if they did that to you and
Not gonna let them
you got
do
him
it.
back, he should be exempt.
That was my whole point.
I got you.
That was my whole point.
I thought
And
you
that's
saying like in the law, like all right, we're gonna go outside and he gonna shoot you.
But you
Like,
have to-
No,
that's
I
crazy.
am saying that
Damn.
because of the fact that you have cases like this
Yeah.
where that happens. Somebody retaliates on their own, like they do it on their own.
Yeah.
And then now they're being brought in as a criminal, and it's like, but y'all was if y'all would have caught him for what he was gonna do, he would have been on the death penalty anyway.
I think it'll stop.
So why am I being penalized because I just took justice in my own
Because it
hands?
promotes murder.
It does, but
Promotes
that's why
murder
I'm
and being
saying
able to get away with it, or be able to accuse
Listen.
somebody for doing it and then kill them and be like, well, they're not here to argue, but my kids said they touched them, so I can get away with murder. They're not going to allow
But
that.
that's why I'm saying it in like as opposed to all of us just going out and trying to handle it on our own. If we knew that there was some system in place that was basically another form of capital punishment, which is like, hey, if you get accused or if you get found guilty of murdering this person's son, they get to be the ones that come pull the trigger on you. Then it would stop a lot of motherfuckers from doing shit in the street.
That's
to
a
be
step
real.
closer to a utopia.
That's pretty much.
That's a step closer to utopia, like the movie / the book The Giver that I read
haven't
as a
seen it
child.
or read it.
Basically, it's a perfect world because if you do anything wrong, you die instantly. So everybody's perfect. And they give you an injection every day to control all your hormones and whatnot. But everybody's perfect because the second you commit any type of crime, they kill you.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
that's what I was saying. Pretty much like kind of what Illa just said. Like you just allow the person who's been victimized the ability to choose the punishment. Not that they get the chance to do it physically themselves,
I want
but
them
that
to
they
get
would
to do it
allow. Like you have like 4 options. You can either choose. You want them to go by lethal injection. You want them to serve life in jail. You want them to be R-worded back if they did that to your kid. You want them
See,
to
that's
have it
what
back.
I'm
Sign up for the R wording though.
don't
That's
have a
inappropriate.
choice.
Is it
No,
inappropriate?
The dad-
That's
okay,
what I'm
who's
saying.
doing the R
Let
wording
me-
back?
What if the dad say, I want to do it?
Let me land.
That's some real
That's what I'm
shit,
saying.
though.
Listen, let me
what
land.
What if they say they want to
Oh,
go
God.
get a baseball
Man.
bat and do it? They say,
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
sick as
Sodomize
fuck.
you back.
Yeah, that's sick as fuck.
So
but
all I'm saying is if that's on the table of punishment to reciprocate what you did to my family member, I should have that option to reciprocate that back to you. And whoever does it or what the form or fashion happens, I should be able to choose what type of punishment you get off of a list of select things that they approve or choices. Like I said, life in jail, lethal injection, or whatever you did, you get it happen back to you.
The reason why that wouldn't work though, and we don't have to get too deep into it, but like the system is so screwed up anyway that they would just
Yeah.
abuse it against us.
for
anyways.
sure, for sure,
Sure.
for sure,
Is that a footprint?
It
That's
is.
a big ass foot.
it is.
Okay.
Somebody must have slipped and fell. The footprint on the ceiling is crazy.
Footprint on
I
the
think
ceiling.
somebody probably tried to kill a bug. Is what I was assuming why footprints on the ceiling.
Oh, with a
Okay,
shoe,
with
like,
a shoe.
tried to swat it up there. That's what we need with
Fair
the
to
damn
say.
fly.
This fly. What's next, y'all?
Well, let's go into something still unfortunate, but there's an announcement now that Rich Homie Quan's death was confirmed to be an accidental overdose with the combination of fentanyl, Xanax, codeine, and promethazine.
Goodness gracious.
So
Rest
he
in
was
peace.
probably sipped up. He took a couple pills, and they were laced with fentanyl, and his body couldn't take it, and it was an accidental overdose.
This is terrible. Definitely test your drugs, or be careful, be responsible with it. This is sad. Condolences to his family. It's not much else I can say.
But also at the same time, again, this is not all, God rest his soul, I love Rich Homie Quan, but to the people who are overdosing on fentanyl, and with it being such an epidemic now, like, does that not scare people away from even like taking that chance. Like to me, if I was a person who did these type of drugs before this fentanyl epidemic has hit the ceiling and this now hit the ceiling, I would either only have where one dealer and know where some comes, or I would stop completely, because it's like, you mean to tell me I can overdose off of just it slightly inhaling something, or just something that was my pill chemical was mixed wrong? I would never do drugs again.
You smoke weed though.
But I'm not worried about my weed being laced with fentanyl.
You're not worried about that.
But it's more common. It's mixed with opioids.
But it started.
It's fentanyl.
Like,
it's a powder.
It started from weed
I feel
being
like
laced.
it started with the weed first.
I can't speak on that. I get my weed from a good
Kamala
source.
Harris is why all this fentanyl's in the thing, but I'm just leave it there.
Oh my God.
She is.
What?
Scott Tate.
What do you say?
Spit it out.
No,
What happened?
Kamala Harris is why there's so much fentanyl in our society right now.
Why is that?
Because of the open border policy. She let all of those immigrants over.
She herself voted for.
Talk to him, Scotty.
I'm asking.
Yes. I believe she was the breaking tie with that legislation, which then allowed all of these people to come over.
Talk to him, Scotty.
The Mexican cartel started bringing in these illegal drugs, which contained a lot of fentanyl.
Now, I saw a gentleman on the Breakfast Club just yesterday who confirmed that Kamala's vote was the tie-breaking vote for an economic plan, which led to serious inflation, which is why everything's so high. So
that might have been that
she
one.
had two tie-breaking votes?
No. You might be correct on that one. But either way, she's a part of the legislation that allowed that.
That's a big thing that Trump has been saying, that the whole Democratic
Good correction
Party,
on that, though. I'm glad you said that.
No, I thought there was two things going on.
It was just the one. It was just that one. Now, she was the tiebreaker on that one. He's correct.
But yeah, they've enabled, that they've been saying that's the whole thing, that the Democrats have enabled the borders to be open to allow those immigrants to come in, which is crime, drugs, whatever the case may be. So
fuck Kamala Harris.
I think fentanyl was already circulating before that. I think what it is now is people want your shit to hit and come back, so they putting a little bit more risky with how much fentanyl they putting in that mix, in that pill compression, and maybe the pills are just being mixed unprofessionally. And you're putting too much fentanyl in your batch.
I don't think you're supposed to have no fentanyl. I heard like a pin drop.
No, people actually take fentanyl. People seek out ketamine, fentanyl. It's like horse tranquilizer. People seek that specifically out.
Yeah, but it's also
as well though. Is the problem unsafe drugs or drug use as a whole?
It's both.
People can always use drugs.
One mic.
Like immigration is the reason we got unsafe drugs. We had safe drugs before this. It's like, no, nigga, like drugs is a problem.
No, it's the reason why we've had such an influx of fentanyl. We all remember at some point, what was it, this year, last year, fentanyl was like a big thing.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Celebrities was dying. It's because of the influx of immigrants who came in. They brought in the drugs.
You got statistics that match this up?
Do I have statistics? Look them up. You got the computer.
I'm saying like this is coming.
I mean, fentanyl statistics that's why we've been talking about it. No, you didn't even know what fentanyl was 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Most people.
I think the first time I remember hearing of fent was, I believe, Mac Miller.
For me, it
that wasn't that long ago. 6 years.
Michael, whatever from The Wire.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite actors. He passed away because his heroin was laced with fentanyl.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just when you know that's the case. I get it. You're addicted, but
how do you?
So there is a case argument about a connection between.
Okay. This nigga done found some G14 classified shit and pulled it up.
So we're looking at a case study between.
You're not supposed to read it.
Man, it's on the internet, nigga. He ain't got no G14 classified access.
It literally says unclassified, but it's great though.
Google.
Just the fact that he found this is crazy.
Mexico.
It says China as well though. Real life.
It does.
Different foreign countries, according to this document we're reading, have been
Kamala
producing
as well.
increased quantities of fentanyl and illicit fentanyl-containing tablets. So you guys do with that information what you will. Again, just be responsible.
Hold on. Go back. Stop. I'ma start up here. Effective May 1st, 2019, China officially controlled all forms of fentanyl as a class of drugs.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and who gave all of these outside China? Who gave the legislation to allow them to make our food?
The implementation of the new measure. The implementation of the new measure includes investigations of known fentanyl manufacturing areas, stricter control of internet sites advertising fentanyl, stricter enforcement of shipping regulations, and the creation of special teams to investigate leads on fentanyl trafficking.
It's all a business. I said it, not to cut you off. I said it's all a business.
These new restrictions have the potential to severely limit fentanyl production and trafficking from China. This could alter China's position as a supplier to both the United States and Mexico. So,
It's like a Reagan thing. It's like a Reagan thing. No, you got to look at it like this. They create a problem, and then they create a task force to solve the problem, and they get paid off of both. That's the whole. That's
so we're
Reaganomics.
back to Reaganomics.
It's Reaganomics.
Yes.
But just with fentanyl.
So this is similar to how I feel like everybody felt when the cocaine and crack and all that hit. But again, to answer the question, the problem is both. The problem has always been the drug use. That's the core of things. But then you add on more to it than we already can't slow people's drug use down, but now we fucking with their drugs. So they're doubling down on problems. It's all fucked up.
Yeah.
It's all fucked up.
The game
It
is
just
fucked
sucks.
up.
So I hate to hear stuff
Rest
like
in
that.
peace, Rich
Rest in
Homie
peace.
Quan. Prayers to the family.
Definitely
Well,
rest in
fair to
peace.
say, Table, it is halftime.
Yeah.
It is halftime, which means we are going into our next announcement from Underdog. So I think this time we're gonna make some quick picks, so that you can turn your takes into cash on Underdog, man, by picking higher or lower on your favorite player stats. You know Underdog's available in more than 30 states, including Cali and Texas. So please make sure you continue to support the show by hitting the link in the description and downloading Underdog if you haven't already. What are you waiting for? Sign up now and deposit using promo code FMW to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free pick. And we're also going to give you a free pick.
So fun.
So we have Sunday football upon us.
Yeah.
I think it's a busy schedule for football. Who's gonna make a pick today? What games is on? Let's see. What's the Sunday night game? What's Sunday night's game?
Yeah.
Is it Niner?
Niners?
Bang Bang Niner game. Okay, perfect pick. So Illa, okay.
Illa got a pick.
You got to do it today. Let's guide her. Let's see what we want to do. So do you want to pick quarterback, running back, or receiver?
Keep scrolling. Let me see. Give me Brandon. Ayuk. Yeah.
Ayuk.
All right. So
Can we go down to his stats real quick?
What made you pick him, Illa?
Because he hasn't been doing well.
Okay.
So it's easy. Like to me, I'm looking at it like he hasn't necessarily been doing what they would love for him to do. So
What
it
are
makes
those yard
it easier
stats?
to see what he's gonna do.
Now let me give you a little background on Brandon Ayuk right now. Brandon Ayuk's been a little bit moody.
I know. I've
You
watched.
ain't fucking with him.
Yeah, I know. That's why I know. It's like we said earlier, we got to look at his relationships. We got to look at the drama. Because I also want to go to, I don't fuck with the Raiders, but I want to put a Raiders pick in if they're playing because that boy is not happy.
He's ruled out.
Okay, so look,
there we go.
Brandon Ayuk under receiving. A lot of times I like to look at targets. So targets is the amount of times that the quarterback is even trying to throw the ball to him. So over the course of the last 3 games, he has averaged,
That's not an option.
Right? No, I know, but I like to look at that because that goes to show how is he a priority on the field? Are they throwing the ball to them? Is there somebody that even want to garnish their attention? So I kind of like to average that, like how many attempts is he going to get, and then kind of look at what he's averaging. What is it? Yards, 48 a game.
Yeah, what's he here? Running back? I mean, a wide receiver?
Yeah, 48 games.
Who's the corner? Who's on the other side of that?
Brock Purdy is the quarterback.
And they're playing the Cardinals. So they have his stats a little bit higher than his average because I'm assuming they think the Cardinals defense might be a little bit weaker and he can get a little bit more. So Illa, for receiving yards, is he going to be higher than 60? Is he going to get 61 yards or is he going to be below 61?
Can you scroll down real
60.
quick?
Mm-hmm. Higher or lower?
It's like family.
It's Sunday Night Football. The lights are on.
It's afternoon.
They're playing the Cardinals.
It's afternoon.
Oh, it's not Sunday Night Football? Oh, I said night football.
Is Cardinals strapped? Who they cornerback? That's what you need to find out.
Let's do
Or who's guarding this nigga?
receiving yards. Let's do lower.
Gotta be.
You ain't got no
lower.
faith in your mans?
Nah, he hasn't been doing that well.
Now,
Deep.
Marvin Harrison on
Yeah.
the Cardinals been putting go to action.
So you can definitely switch teams and go off and go to the Cardinals.
She said she wanted a Raiders pick.
All right.
But he's no. I just wanted a specific Raiders pick.
Oh,
and he's
specific
not
players.
playing.
Okay.
Is JJ on there? Yep.
Jennings.
You think he'll get a touchdown?
What's the
Do
stats?
I think he's gonna get a touchdown?
That's what his only
He
option
should.
is.
That's the only option.
A rushing or a
Yeah.
receiving. He can get it either way. If he gets a score as a touchdown.
I'll say yeah. I'll say yeah.
So he gonna get a touchdown. All right.
All right, now we need something for the Cardinals.
Why is that his only option? Is something wrong
I
with
had
him
a
right
question.
now?
That was my question. Why is that his only option?
Is something
Six?
wrong
Because they want you to lose.
It could mean that potentially that these are all too off to gauge age right now.
Okay.
I mean, he's been doing well.
Yes or no on a touchdown.
Okay, keep going.
You want to take him off?
No, keep him on.
Don't you got to pick somebody on a different team?
So we talked about Marvin Harrison.
I don't know him.
Before. Remember Madden made
It's your ticket.
That's Kai. I don't know him.
That's Kai is crazy. Let's see them yards not too bad. But
Let's go higher. Let's go higher.
I say higher on the
What made y'all say higher? His last game, he didn't go higher than that.
No, I was gonna
He's got
say
the targets, 8 targets, 11 targets.
Oh, so they pass him the ball.
They throwing it to him.
The ball.
They throwing it to him.
I was gonna say higher on the touchdown.
Passing the ball is crazy.
Yeah.
You can pass somebody the ball in football.
No, but
I used to play football.
I was gonna say that one.
Higher on touchdowns.
Starting center and starting nose guard. Like stop.
Okay.
What's the payout?
$7. No, I think it's what is it? $240. Cool. We'll see how this goes. IDK.
Yeah, so you know, in the chat, they be trying to grill us about some things. We're not sports fact. No, they don't.
They didn't like your basketball take.
They said your takes is crazy.
They didn't like your basketball take.
I slipped up and said something wrong, but my take was accurate about D-Rose, how D-Rose and what his impact was.
That's what they were talking about D-Rose. They were talking about
what, the Lakers winning the championship?
I think that's what they said. They said my take was bad.
I'm still standing on that.
I said I didn't know anything about anything, and I don't. I only know about the 49ers.
I know I slipped up and said the wrong name. Team for the Derrick Rose.
Right.
But
you pulling up a clip?
But other than that,
oh, he's pulling up the comments. Hey, let's go through the comments.
Sure.
I had wanted to start this. Do we have comments yet?
Hell yeah, we got at least
So
100.
yesterday when I was talking about D-Rose, Ed Almighty.Kobe, he wrote me, he said, watch your mouth, you fat ass maggot. I'm so glad you used the M word. I don't know how your gay ass thought you could disrespect a pro athlete. You can't even see your balls, fat ass F word. I'ma kill your thick ass.
He called you thick?
He said
Yes.
you think, yeah.
Like,
yo, that's
over my take that D-Rose is injury prone. Like, that's crazy.
You said more than that,
That's
brother.
extreme.
That's summarized. I
But
said,
yeah, we're not professionals, man. This is just like barbershop banter. This is around the homies banter. We just talking about what we know, and then we'll fact check it. We don't speak on what we say is factual. Even with the underdog takes, man, we having fun with it. As you can see, we're interacting, teaching along the way. So don't hold us to it all the way, man. You know, we just having fun.
This is not ESPN.
We're not gonna always be right.
We're not Skip Bayless.
We're not on
Steven.
CNN for politics, and this is not ESPN for sports. We
No,
just the
fair to
homies
say, nigga.
and the
Fair to
ladies.
say.
You ever heard of Brilliant Idiots? You ever heard of that show?
I like the
that's our
oxymoron.
takes, yeah.
Brilliant idiots. He does he have another show?
Who? Which one?
Is Andrew?
Yeah,
He said some very offensive shit towards black women lately.
No,
he said some very offensive towards black women lately. So fuck Andrew Schultz. How about that?
It's not fuck Andrew Schultz.
Fuck Andrew Schultz. Stop disrespecting black
He's
women.
not disrespecting black women.
He
Stop.
did. Nonetheless, we
You know
can
he's a
move on.
comedian, right?
Hey, y'all ever?
You know his whole thing as a comedian is he's race based comedy. You realize that, right?
Your point? Is
All of his shows, it's about race. Every race gets it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, sure.
So it's not like specifically black
Okay,
women
so
how
what
they
I
target
will
it.
say is I don't think anybody put it past him to say the things that he said on there, because yes, we understand comedians are, they're extra out on purpose, but I think everybody's problem was that the black men that were on
They
there,
was
which was
weenies.
the Shits and Gigs podcast, was out here. They visited, they did a multi-stream, multiverse episode or whatever. And everybody was upset because they just sat there and kikied and didn't defend black women. They felt like they should have.
What's the name of their podcast again?
Shits and Gigs.
Okay.
Y'all ever seen the show Impractical Jokers?
Very much so.
No, I haven't seen
I
it.
love
Really
it.
should recreate that.
Heard of it.
Impractical Jokers.
But this is more.
Somebody a fight.
Really should recreate
What is that about?
that.
What's
It's four friends who their intent is to kind of embarrass each other on camera, so they send them out to do little things
With the headset?
and pranks.
I will do that.
And they have them do different things with the public.
I will do that.
And it'd be hilarious, bro. I think that would be so dope
We
for
should do
FMW
All
style.
right, let's get to some comments. Where do you guys want to start?
Again.
You got to zoom in 6. Like,
Bro, I'm
on,
touching
man.
30, dog. I
come
can't see
on.
shit.
Scotty's bisexual. Oh my
Why
god.
are we about to do this?
Why you read
And
that
separate,
one?
that's the first one he zoomed in on, bro. What the fuck?
Why you about to do
Obeying
this?
potions instead of baby Dino. What?
That's about me?
3 males
why
that
you
live in
keep
LA
that
saying
in?
free Diddy got to be some type of crime. Shout out Ella, free the thugs. Okay, Scotty was right about the network. The jury is hard. Okay, Scotty low key annoying as fuck. Ditto. Is it fair to say has the best intro visual? There you go,
Okay,
bro.
Stat.
So fun.
Shout out to you.
Charging
Thank you.
somebody to make y'all an intro song sound crazy. A lot of people agree with me on that
I
topic.
saw that too.
So yeah, I feel good about that.
That don't make no sense.
Y'all read some,
It's that.
please.
Me?
Yeah.
No
You just
siree,
skip-
Bob. LOL is funny. Scotty, the type of dude that want to get touched by Diddy. I don't know why she reminds me of Cash Doll. I'm assuming that's Illa.
Ooh, that's a compliment. That's a
Fire.
bad.
That's a bad. bitch.
Stetspiracies was spitting today. Not gonna lie, I like that. Aces. This show needs to be a 2-hour banger and no more filming at night drunk. Scotty be getting paused. Ha ha.
Keep the liquor away, I guess.
Hey, if y'all premiere, it's only right the whole gang be in the chat during the show to interact with the people. And I think that
I was there.
That was
Can I get a rich?
We need riches.
I did say put that on
Rich me.
6.
Why I ain't got no rich?
Why would you put your finger down?
I don't be watching the chat
snitching.
while the show goes. I don't know why you niggas think I do.
I for sure be in there.
It definitely goes on while this show is live.
Brother,
Well,
give me
just
a
give
rich.
us a wrench.
I'll give y'all a wrench. I didn't even know that was a thing.
That was one thing I was gonna say.
'Cause
So,
Stat has a wrench.
Yeah,
Pause.
some of the premieres we can join in and be a part of. Like today, I think today was probably damn near the first time
It was
I was
so
actually
dope. I
in
was
the
like,
chat
yes,
today.
Illa's here.
Yeah, because we're moving around so much, but really a lot of times that you guys are seeing a premiere, we're
recording
filming another
Something else,
episode.
yeah.
Yeah, so.
Good have some.
It's
And
hard.
the reason why we don't go live, because I saw a lot of people asking that too, which we're working on. We don't go live because as this being a content creation space, there's so many things being pulled on the Wi-Fi at one time that it's really hard. That's why none of the shows go live anymore, because we can't all do it at one time.
A lot of
And
data.
so usually we'll have to record an episode and then it takes hella long for it to upload. So
Are
that's
they
why if you
Teaching a
guys
lesson
saw,
upstairs? Sorry.
they're remodeling.
That sound
They're
like
doing
they
Sound like
they
a
tap
dance
dancing this
routine.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
no, they've been doing remodeling this last 2-3
Right there
weeks.
in the
They up there slap
Yeah.
boxing.
Well, make sure you
So,
guys
yeah.
use Underdog and use the promo code FMW.
Yeah, halftime is over. Let's get back into the third quarter of the show.
Okay, so this is a good topic that I wanted to ask all of you guys because I saw it online and I wanted to know
This is a
because
great one for
I
me.
My homie.
don't know.
It's a great one for me.
So Big Man North.
He's a terrible person. Mad North, shout out to bro. He's a
I
terrible
don't know
person.
him personally, but I always see him on my tweet. I mean, on my Twitter timeline.
Yeah.
And I saw this one earlier, and I was like, "This is amazing." So I wanted to ask you guys, can we pull it up, please?
Whatever you do, do not follow this nigga on Twitter. He tweets politics and terrible things every day, but this the homie.
So he said, any man that showers longer than 20-30 minutes is on the down low.
He's an idiot.
Because ain't no way it take an hour and a half to clean your body. You supposed to get in and scrub and get out. You niggas be giving me leg cocked up on the rail while you shave vibes.
I
Niggas
just
be
wanna
playing
read-
with they self or
A
something.
man tweeted this?
This is Mad North.
This is propaganda.
Let me the
As
first 30
men.
minutes, I'll be thinking, nigga. Let me keep it a buck. I'll be thinking
Dog,
about my day.
I don't know if it's just because I'm a part water sign. Water is my peace zone. Like
For
I will go
sure.
to the shower if I'm stressed. I go to the shower if my stomach hurt.
Oh, God.
I go to the shower if I had a long day and I just want to relax before the night come.
Yeah.
I get in the shower. Obviously, I shower twice a day no matter what. In the morning, I do not start. I haven't not showered in the morning in probably 15 years. I shower every morning
Right.
and almost every night. If the day has been long, I shower every night. So I don't understand how. And I like to damn near Rev Run style. Like
That's a bathtub.
Sit in the back of the bathtub and let the shower fall too.
That's
Nigga.
enough of that. Nonetheless,
I like to
shower.
relax. It's Zen zone for me.
You bathe then. I shower for
Nah,
for an
sitting in your
hour,
water is
and I'm not
nasty.
on the down low.
Sitting in your
so
water's nasty.
this tweet is incorrect there. 2, why, Matt North, you the homie again, but why are you sitting around thinking about niggas in the shower? And if you go to the quote interactions, that's what most people are saying. Like, why are you thinking about niggas in the shower? He always
And
has
what they doing?
He always has these type of politics. And then go to his page, just go to his media and see how he's been interacting with gentlemen who've responded to him. He'll post a photo of them. Look, all those men are men. These are all men that have responded to his post. So go click on them. Click on one of those photos. And he'll say, never mind, you need a 2-hour shower gang. Go to somebody else. You pose like a bad nigga bitch. Anybody who responds to him, he's roasting. Somebody say he's a crip, that's why he think like that. And he replied, another damu homosexual. So
I mean, I think
he's defending. He's standing on business. He feels like if you take a shower longer than 20 minutes,
I mean, it don't
You
take a
undercover.
long time to bathe, or get clean. But man, for me, I said the hot water is relaxation.
Yeah.
So no matter what, I could use that for anything. Relax, no matter what. It's a vibe.
A nigga could take a 5-minute shower if he need to.
Yeah,
but
if you need to get in and get out, but to
we
relax.
pay bills. We got responsibilities. Niggas gonna take the longest shower they want.
Bruh,
I don't understand why we.
That's Matt North.
Where's the world going to?
That's him. If you go
Being
through his
judged about
tweets,
shit like that?
he is very judgy. He's very judgmental. He judge you for everything.
That's not even-
The type of drawers you wear, he feel like you supposed to wear a certain type of drawers.
I know what type of.
all type of stuff.
Okay, let's talk about that.
He just getting off like this gonna be a good one. This
Can I
gonna kill.
ask a question though? Because I want to talk about that too.
Yeah.
I do feel like there are certain drawers that y'all should.
There are
wear.
broke boy boxers.
I do not want y'all wearing them plaid bell bottom
They look
liquor
stank.
store
They look stink.
stiff ass drawers.
I have on the Kayla for real Ethica collab.
Shout out
today. Very comfortable.
I had on a OMBPZ set.
Yeah, no.
OBPZ has an Ethica collaboration.
It's a women's set.
Man, I've worn briefs since high school.
Those. No.
I remember them.
I don't want to see
These is
y'all
dusty.
in these crusty,
I
dusty,
grew up-
musty drawers no more. That is what we wore. That's what y'all wore
That
when
he
we was
wore
young.
back in
Yes,
the
yes. I
60s.
had these in grade
grown-ups.
school. I had these in grade school and middle school. But yeah, I've been wearing briefs since high school.
I got them on right now.
Let's see.
You out
I'm
of
joking.
pocket.
I'm lying like a motherfucker. No, I'm joking.
Illa.
What?
Mind your business. Nigga, cock blocking. No, I got Ethicas on.
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
Cause I
need
cut the
some.
cap.
That look though, I ain't gonna lie, that was crazy.
Pause.
That
I
was
need
wild.
some.
Wait, did he do like this with the
Wow.
glasses?
No, he
Did he
did.
do like this?
I said, man, this
No,
nigga's
I need some
here, dog.
support. I need some support. I can't go
It was
all
too
willy
chilly
nilly.
here. I'm sorry.
I can't go all.
I expected that from Dijon, not you, Stet.
I'm not
Do
Bro,
y'all be
pause.
free?
I don't know what
you
Do y'all
talking
be free
about.
balling?
Without
ball the other day.
drawers?
Oh, my
Hell
mama,
no.
yeah.
Hell
I
no.
mean, I gotta go to like the store, so I
Hell
ain't like
no.
just all day.
I don't like it. I can't.
Free balling right now.
No, pause.
Oh, change subject.
Get him in line, bruh.
I'm not. Oh, I guess I am Paul's authority. You're getting written
Nigga,
out.
I'm the leader. Yeah, y'all
Oh, you the
calling
leader
out.
of
What you
Paul's?
talking about?
Okay, you got
Wait,
it.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You got it.
Patrol.
He got it.
Pause patrol. Pause patrol.
Y'all
Pause
different
patrol.
at this. So earlier, Duno called this show gay to say, and I was just gonna say that's fucked
You know
up.
what? And
They
I,
hating.
you
It's
know
not.
what? But I fuck with it. But at the
It's
same
funny,
time,
it's funny though.
I do know you have way more comedic genius than to not realize it should have been fair to gay. Not gay to gay to say.
yeah,
It's already a word that rhymes
His
in there. If
timing
you was
was
gonna
off,
say it, you
yeah.
should have said fair to gay.
Right
So
now.
boo, tomatoes.
Did he say because I had my arms out?
Yeah, you brought that energy.
He said everybody has a
No,
unit.
it was just fat jokes until you came. Then it became a gay thing.
What doing it was
Okay.
somebody.
He was talking about everybody. He
Back
said the
end of
whole
the table.
show.
Back end of the table.
Huh?
We got a good mix. Like cut up, you know, out of shape, more of a thin frame.
Wait, out of shape.
Brother, we gonna come on.
Perfectly in shape. I'm rotund.
You're representing what you need to represent.
I
Nothing
look,
wrong
yes.
with it. Somebody loves you.
No, a lot of people love me.
A lot of people love you.
A lot of people love me. I'm a sex symbol.
Okay.
You better pull up my Reddit.
Yes, D.
Go ahead.
Wonderful, beautiful chocolate 175.
So as
Got
we
you.
Fuck.
Feel
okay,
me?
so as we
Strike two.
as we reset the table, that goes into our next topic about reset. Man, is a cultural reset.
I have more questions
needed?
about draws. Okay.
About draws?
You want to just keep going
Well,
with the
it went
draws?
left, so I thought we was
Yeah,
leaving
we
it
leaving
left
it. We
field.
done
I'm
with the
sorry,
draws.
Ella.
We
Do
baby.
you
No,
have
we
more
do it on the
questions?
Patreon. We
I'm
put it on the
brief.
Patreon.
I'm not
We
doing
set the
that.
wrong. You
Okay.
got it.
Okay. I just want to make sure we cover
Yeah,
it.
we done
The
with that.
ball is in your court.
That would have been a fun stick. I had another stat joke.
They're cozy.
No more draws.
Ball's in your court.
They're
Go.
cozy.
Balls in the court.
Reset the room.
So a cultural reset. This takes us into a tweet that was put out that says,
I'll go to the first one.
wait, what?
Yeah, that one. There you go.
From the Russell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Russell.
Yeah.
I fully support Russell. I love his mindset. So let's see what he said. A cultural reset is needed. Everything is in disarray. It used to be an honor to get posted and a write up in a blog. Now you just pay for it. If it's as
Even if it's ass.
Even if it's ass, they'll share it. Even if it's ass, they'll share it.
Yeah.
Excuse me. There's nothing genuine about it, any of it. Our hip hop media barely posts music. It's all gossip and messy shit. The amount of negativity being consumed is disgusting. We're cultivating really nasty spaces for artists and fans to exist.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. I sent this one in. The rest one I haven't always seen eye to eye. We've had our back and forth on the internet, but we're good now. So shout out to LaRussell.
Shout out LaRussell.
I love his motion. I love
Bro,
his
can
hustle,
somebody
his
get LaRussell to
marketing.
pull up here, please?
I'll reach out to him. I'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's very not difficult.
Please, let's let that happen. We would have some great
He's
combos.
absolutely right. I definitely see a lot of hip hop media, and I'll use that term loosely, focusing on gossip and other things and just trying to get engagement and clicks. I'm not perfect in any way, but I do try to keep my page focused on music, and I feel like I do a good job of trying to keep music content. Have some laughs and giggles on there as well, but it's mostly music content. As far as people paying for blog write-ups, I do want to remind people, so as a big hip-hop fanatic, I remember reading XXL magazine or Source magazine. You would open it up, it would be articles and reviews, but if you go out towards the back, it would be pages of ads of whack rappers. I promise you, it would be pages full
Fake
of whack
jewelry.
rappers, all type of bullshit, dick pill ads, all kind of ads and stuff like that. So there's always been advertising in hip hop media. I think the difference is you have to make it known that it's advertising. So you can get a promo post with me, but the post is, you're gonna see that it's a promo post versus when I'm writing about something that I'm actually passionate about.
But I
try to make that differential. I try to make it clear.
I think it's a different day and age, man. I can just speak about myself personally. The blog era was so different to where there was different goals and notches you hit and you felt successful as an up-and-coming artist, and the blog era was important for that. Like, if you got a certain write-up on a certain website, like my first video on World Star went crazy. It motivates you to go even harder. The first write-up on All Hip Hop, go crazy. It makes you go even harder. So it's like those things that were in place for up-and-coming artists are not there anymore. There's really only like one goal. It's like, go viral or get a hit record. There's not like steps anymore to like accomplish hip hop related things. What?
That's not true.
I mean, people don't even care about the hip hop freshman list for XXL anymore.
But that's because it's been made to say that.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the
labels paying for it. Yeah,
it kills those aspirations.
The integral part of it. What we're saying?
You don't think that they've been paying? I think the quality of music just went down.
That's
not.
No, I was gonna say, because you said World Star. If you back in the day, I used to do PR. You sent $750 to Jay at WorldStarHipHop.com, and you had a
I'm talking about
post.
before the payment thing became a thing. Before Q integrated payment and paying at the top, and you had the big video, small video. Before that, I didn't do it. I wasn't paying to put my shit on there. They pick it up. But I'm talking about for aspiring artists, they don't have these platforms to reach anymore.
There's still, again, there are still countless hip hop platforms. They're posting bullshit. If you go to a lot of the rap pages, they're posting Angela Bassett's ass. I saw a hip hop page post Angela Bassett at 65 years old. There's a picture of her ass, and I'm like, what does this have to do with hip hop?
Back in the day, Rap Radar and All Hip Hop and all those, they used to be all just hip hop. It really wasn't like focused on gossip like it is now, like you're saying. So that's what I'm saying. Man, I remember you just used to aspire to be writ up on a blog and write up to be on somebody's page, and now you can't. If you're not viral, it doesn't overcome negativity. There's nothing to aspire for anymore.
You can get it, but people aren't engaging with it as much. So I went through a lot of the responses. I actually read some of the responses to his tweet.
You don't think everything's just watered down?
Everything is watered down, but what I'm saying is that it didn't just start a year or two ago, is what I'm saying, in regards to things being watered down.
No, hell no. It's been for the last
Civil
6-7
responded
years.
to LaRussell. She said a word. I remember Civil TV used to be one of my favorite platforms as a child growing up. And Amy Wright said, modern publicists are a part of the problem. They manipulate their clients. Sure. No artist should have to pay for press coverage. Artists are supposed to build their own audiences and allow credible journalists to pick up their organic virality and report on them. No pitches. So that's what I was going to say. Even back during the prestigious blog era, there was a back door to it. There was a way around, a loophole. A PR, you could pay, I won't even say their names, but you could pay certain PRs who have relationships with these bloggers that get your stuff on there.
But it wasn't advertised to where it was that accessible. You had to know somebody to contact them. Now it's like they used to have a link. It switched years later. There was a link, pay to get your shit on here, and you could just click it. Anybody. Before it had to be a back end put this person up, do this.
But it's the same result. It's all I'm saying is ain't nothing new under the sun. So also, this is my last one. Ed the Real DJ Mill said, artists need to start supporting the media platforms that support them instead of acting like they too big and end up becoming the topic of conversations. Because again, my platform is based on music. So this year I invited 15 artists to be on the freshman cover. Only 10 showed up, which is cool, but still 5 artists not showing up to the music platform, but let it be some gossip shit.
Yeah.
They all over it.
No, I mean messy shit, but can you name the 5 who didn't show up? And, like, was there a reason why?
I don't want to do.
I was saying, like, what?
I don't want to put them out. But then I will be revealing the cover. The cover's not out yet.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? If I tell you who's not on it, it's not out.
Okay.
The cover's not out. No.
No, he
But yeah, shout out to all the music
When
blogs
does the cover
this Friday.
So it'll be out. Yeah, it'll be out when it's come out.
It'll be out. Why do you want to know the artists that didn't show up?
Nigga, that's juicy. What you mean?
I'll tell you off camera.
We can talk about it next week.
Right. Shout out to
Juicy
all of
from
the
the PJs?
music blogs and platforms that are keeping the focus on the actual music. That's my closing statement.
What?
What's that?
Huh?
What's that?
What's what?
The sound you were making. What's that?
Oh, he getting
Juicy.
offended.
It's a
He might
a
swing.
slogan from a TV show.
He should.
All right.
What?
Hey, just knock him out.
Just
All
one
right.
more time.
At least,
Hey, Sean,
not at
you're
least
supposed to be on my
music
side,
blogs
bro.
and platforms reporting who followed and unfollow who on Instagram instead of actual music. What happened to the game I love? Like I just said.
Told you.
That's some dumb shit. I hate when they be like, Nicki Minaj unfollow so and so.
But
Became too much bullshit. And
they do post the music,
once
don't they?
it went away from the music in like 2015 to 2017. I think it became. Now we have to look at it as trendy artists are popular versus talent, and that was the biggest change.
I don't like when I go to media people's pages and I don't see any artists. I don't see any music. I just see photos of themselves. I think that's, to me, it's just very telling. I won't say I don't like it. I'll just say I accept it for what it is. It's very telling. Like if I go to your Instagram and Twitter and I don't see any music, but you're a music person, like that's crazy.
I feel like we just had a conversation not too many episodes ago where we were talking about like Lil' Kim and how all these women's careers were mainly built off of their personal life rather than the music. Lil' Kim's one of the biggest.
Oh, he was saying that they got
No,
derailed.
I said they got. I didn't say it was built. I said they got derailed by
Right.
focusing on their personal life instead of focusing on the music.
And
But
I
I'm
guess-
still curious to hear what
And
your
I guess
point is.
my point is like the personal life is a big part of what
Yeah.
the artist, like we care about that at the end of the day. Like
Especially if it influences the product.
No, absolutely. So even with me, there's a lot of people that are enjoying getting to know a little bit more about me personally.
Right.
But I'm never gonna not push the music first. My personal life what you know about my personal life comes second to the music. I don't wake up and it's Dejan. No, I'm gonna wake up and we're gonna talk about music and then we can sprinkle in some
That's the
Dejan.
difference
That's just,
between-
but that's just my prerogative.
And I think that's fair, but do you think at some point that you're gonna have to adjust, and if you don't, do you think it's fair to say that you're
You thought you were witty with that one?
I mean, it came up. No pun intended.
You might have cooked.
You hating today?
You might have cooked. Get it off.
Do you think it's fair to say that your career may not go as far as these other big platforms because you won't talk about things that people care about nowadays?
But why don't you care about the music?
Because nigga, we don't.
Okay, then y'all just don't care about the music. I'm gonna.
So as a
it's always
consumer,
gonna be
give
a
me what
rapper.
I want to know who Drake unfollowed.
It's always gonna
And
be.
I want his music.
It's gonna
What's the problem
always
with
be
that?
a rapper that drops music. So as long as there's music out there for me to grade or critique or have an opinion
Fair.
on, I got action.
Now tell me what's
I got
That's the difference
action.
Now
between
tell me
loving
what's-
it or doing it for.
Now tell me what's the problem when I post who unfollowed who? What's the problem with that?
I think that there's
Why is Lil Russell complaining?
I think
That's
that
not
there's
LaRussell,
two
that's
different
Elise.
spaces for
you know, on
it.
both
Elsie.
sides.
There's two different spaces for it. I don't go to Shade Room to hear the new music. Nor do I go to certain what we're saying is we would like to say that there is a musical platform that we don't go to see the tea. We just go for the releases, the videos, the drops,
Music
the album.
content.
We just go purely for music content. I feel like that's the point. Their point is saying that this shit is all muddled up now. Whereas you used to be able to walk down the street and grab a tabloid, a physical tabloid, and read that if you wanted to. Versus, I don't want to see tabloid shit in Time magazine. That's what the point is. There's a place and a time for everything, but now it's all muddled up, and we can't turn to anywhere without seeing all of it.
But that's I mean, it's like you're shooting cutting your nose off despite your face because no one is actually supporting the music. We're all streaming it. Where's the money coming from?
I don't think it's that we're not.
To your point,
who's going to shows?
To your point,
everything's down.
That's why I encourage artist development, and that's why I push for artists to improve in certain categories, because I know that if the music gets better and I cover music, then I'm getting better.
Right.
You give me, if my platform's a Daily Magazine and it's tied to LA Rap, if LA Rap is here, no matter what, my platform's going to be right here.
That's the difference.
So when LA Rap gets here, then my platform will get there. That's how I look at it. That's why I'm so passionate about it.
Brings it back full circle. This is the difference between loving it versus doing it for
money,
the attention or the money. There's a difference. He said he wakes up, he thinks about music first instead of not how I can garnish traction or attention. Just does it naturally and lets it come. So it's a lot of influence out there now that make people want to do stuff because it looks like a quick buck or it looks fun, but that's the problem. I think now it's blurring the lines between the people that are passionate about things and the people who are just doing it to garnish attention, because it also makes the people who are very creative or very talented like, damn, why am I not getting the same love and attention?
Because you won't play the game. I think that's
play the game. You never seen Brown Sugar, not me calling out somebody for not watching the movie, but if you watch Brown Sugar, it was like that integral part of it. It's like, if you really love hip hop, there's hip hop purist way, and then there's just the commercial, I want to make a buck off of it way. And to me, that's very culture vulturous.
That's where my beef comes into it, because who's who to say like this is the way you're supposed to do it?
But it's about individual morals, though. It's all about the individual moral of the person. How far do you want to push the line? What content do you want to talk about? Do you feel it's going to affect society if you have this much impact? What do you want to change your lyrics to or make your message be with that?
It's not about the message. All we care about is your personal life. That's it.
But no, care about the music. Who cares about Elliot Wilson life? Nobody gave a fuck about Elliot Wilson.
We don't care about that. As a hip hop purist,
Elliot Wilson.
You open up Double X, the editor of the Source magazine and Double XL magazine.
They're talking about artists,
music platforms.
No, they're talking about the whole
platforms,
culture.
right?
Yeah, the platform.
Okay. I didn't open up Double XL magazine caring about Elliot's personal life. I opened up the magazine to care how he felt about the rappers. Now, if he told a joke or two during his editorial address in the beginning, cool, but then I'm going to read the reviews. How do you feel about Jay-Z's new album?
Do you hear what you're saying, though?
I said it coherently.
Care. I wanted to know what he told. Everything is past tense. We're in 2024.
Yeah,
play the game.
But he still isn't necessarily doing too much of that. He's still not necessarily divulging too much of what's going on in his personal life. He's doing podcasts and things like that because he's acclimated to the times.
Right.
But he's still
music is still front and center. Music is still front and center.
He's not on the blogs.
Who's not?
Elliot
makes the blogs for calling out people for not being hip hop journalists.
Drake said whatever Drake said. Like, it wasn't necessarily that he's not doing day in the life of Elliot Wilson vlogs, bro. He's not doing that.
That's true.
Then that's what he's saying. Yeah, he's doing a podcast where you're getting to see him actually speak vocally as opposed to reading his words for years and years and years. He's opened up that door, but still, by that same token, he's not opening up all of his personal dealings to us. And that's what he's saying, is just because I'm adhering a little bit and I'm coming along a little bit, I'm still not gonna give y'all everything.
Look, it has to be music, in my opinion. It should be, don't have to be nothing. It should be music first. The artist and the music should come first. That's the story. The story should be the artist and the music, and then I'll sprinkle in a little bit of my joke or a little bit of my day. I'll go race AD or something like that. But at the top of the top, it's about these music grades and who dropped the album.
I don't disagree.
And there's not enough platforms that are solely focused on the creative output of things. It's all about the back end, and I think that goes back to the beginning of that point of like, there's no outlets. Not saying there's none. Dijon's is a great, perfect example. But there is very few outlets that take priority in the art of the hip hop, because maybe there's not enough artists out nowadays to really create a platform around. But I don't know.
I think that's just times changed, though. That's my whole point. Like, it's not like times have changed. I think we're just asking for things to be how they were, and it's just not. It's not going to happen. It never will.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's.
So you don't agree with LaRussell's tweet?
That we need a cultural reset?
Yeah.
Not in terms of how things are done. I just think like we do talk about a lot of bullshit. I agree with that part. But in terms of like,
I think we need to hone down and focus on the good quality stuff and sift out the bullshit. Stop letting bullshit taint the industry. I
think a good way to do that.
Quality is subjective, though.
And that's why I said I think a good way to do that is
it's detrimental.
to honor those that came before us and that are doing what they're supposed to do, and that we keep them on a pedestal and we keep showing them that respect.
True.
Because I feel like that's a lot of also what else is going on, is that we are not, the legends aren't the legends anymore. The elders aren't the elders anymore. We not really, we losing the recipes.
We losing recipes.
For lack of a better term, we losing recipes.
There's no
and it's not
gatekeepers.
necessarily saying, right, there's not anything that's really keeping anything set aside. And so I think something going forward that we can all do is make sure that we're just, paying homage and keeping some of those things alive, and making sure that we're celebrating the goodness of things instead of always celebrating the mess,
the
and
drama.
the dirt.
Right.
And I think something that I saw that's about to happen soon, which I think is really tight, because that is really what that is we talked about it before, but Pharrell is getting a Legos movie.
Fire.
And I think that's really fucking tight, because he's an artist. He's not a superhero. He's not a cartoon character. He's not anything like that, but they are fully celebrating his career, his legendary things that he's done, by giving him a Lego movie.
Let's check it out.
And it's almost here.
They got a trailer or something, or just some photos?
So there's
out. We can't watch
Yeah.
the trailer.
Oh, okay. And it's a soundtrack with the features from Tyler, the creator, and others.
So like he's supposed to be one of the Lego guys?
So
it's all about him.
His biopic is basically Lego.
But it's in Lego. That is so
His
for real.
biopic is
That's
Lego.
tight.
That's
Fuck,
so
right?
for real. Like, yeah.
Like, I think that goes to like what you were saying about letting the people see who you really are. Do it in your way.
Yeah.
Do the things that you want to do in your way.
So
And when
this is so hip hop.
That's fire.
This
so
is so
hip-hop.
dope.
This is hip hop?
Yes.
This is hip hop.
What?
Because
That's,
the reason
that's fire,
This is
bro.
hip
No,
hop.
I think it's fire.
I think it's true to you. I'm not gonna say
And
it's.
what's more hip hop
He's
than
bringing
that?
hip-hop
But
to
that's my
Legos.
point, because if it was the fucking Kurt Cobain movie in Legos,
Right.
it would be so rock and roll.
Right. Wu-Tang love martial art movies.
Yeah.
That connection is hip hop, because you just really got to understand the science.
Legos isn't- yeah.
Legos isn't technically known to be hip hop,
That's
but
what I'm
he's
saying.
bringing hip hop to Lego culture.
Yeah.
So you
I
gotta think it might fuck around and be a night when they were at a strip club. You might have Lego strippers,
No, there is. So like Snoop is in this.
Lego jets. Like it
Daft
just
Punk,
kind of
No, it's
incorporates.
hard as fuck.
Jay-Z, like
Kendrick.
clips.
It's hip-hop.
Everybody that he's pretty much interacted with kind of is in
And got
this.
the voice
When,
and
as a
shit.
when
That's
Biggie
fire.
said you never thought that hip hop would take it this far, this is a tangible
I
of
agree.
that.
I
And
agree
that's
with
why I
that.
said it's hip hop, because
What's the
hip hop
name?
is about pushing the limit, pushing the boundaries.
I think that
Yeah.
it's.
Merging.
I think that what you said for sure. You never thought that hip hop would make it this far,
Yeah.
because Legos isn't hip hop,
Right.
And so it isn't hip hop. This
Right.
isn't hip hop, but the fact that hip hop went far enough to be
Yeah.
Allow
completely
him.
and totally right to let something that is so. I hate to say it, but white bread America
and sacred.
to them, to everybody, it's like they let it in.
Adidas wasn't a hip hop related brand. It was a German
For sure
sneaker brand,
wasn't.
but Run DMC,
DMC.
brought it into hip hop's
Right.
world.
Right. This nigga Pharrell's so hard for
Yeah.
this.
I
That's
love
crazy.
this so much.
But
Will Smith, Queen Latifah, not to cut you off. Will Smith, Queen Latifah, Ice Cube, they brought hip hop to the film industry.
my question is,
Spike Lee.
Who is determining what's hip hop and what's not though? Because we're complaining
The
a lot, and
culture.
we're like,
Well,
nah,
is
that's
Pharrell hip hop?
You said Legos wasn't
It's Pharrell hip
I
hop.
never said Legos wasn't
Or
hip hop.
you said this
It's for-
wasn't
it's
hip
I
hop.
said this is cool.
It's Pharrell hip hop.
Pharrell's hip hop. Yeah,
To the
he's
core.
comfortable with
So
hip-hop.
if you bring something to something that's not hip hop, it now is mixed with hip hop. Why is that not?
And it's pure.
I'm
How
not
can you
debating
not
that.
call
I'm
this a
asking
hip-hop
you
play?
guys because
Yeah.
based
It's
on the
like half and
complaint,
half.
the complaint is saying like it's a bunch of trash in the culture, right?
Yeah.
I bet a lot more people in our culture are gonna watch a Lego movie now
I'm not
before they
saying that
never
they're
would.
not.
I look at it like
I'm not
this.
disagreeing with this.
I,
gonna watch
I
it.
look
I
at
just
it.
want to know what's trash.
I look at it like this. In 1973, Greg Campbell, aka DJ Kool Herc, him and his sister threw a party in a Bronx Projects community center, little town hall or whatnot. His parents cooked kosher hot dogs for everybody.
Kool
They got all
Herc.
the black kids together. Had a Kool Herc played music for them. It was the first hip hop party. That's why we celebrate 50th anniversary. So it was a safe environment for young black people to express themselves freely. Anything to add on to that, to me, is hip hop. Anything that I could align with that in its purest form is hip hop. Where I'm letting young black people, or now since it's 50 years later, now it's just black people, no age on it,
Yeah.
express themselves freely in a safe environment. Whether it's even if you talking about some gangster shit, I'd rather you be in here writing about it, writing raps about it, writing poetry about it, than outside doing it. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's hip hop. Queen Latifah win an Oscar is hip hop. Will Smith win an Oscar is hip hop. That to me is just it's all hip hop. It all comes from that party.
Yeah, I love this. I think it's great. We got to make sure that we keep all our people elevated in everything that they want to do, especially if they're vital to the
Bro, he
culture.
got Hove involved in something.
Everybody is in this shit.
Everybody's in the movie. Missy.
I can't wait to listen to the soundtrack. I
Watch
hate
it.
that soundtracks aren't as good as they used to be. Like a black movie soundtrack used
Back
to
in the
be
day, Above the
just as
Rim.
good as a fucking album.
The Friday soundtrack.
Friday
Friday,
soundtrack.
Above the Rim
Boomerang,
soundtrack.
Above the Rim.
Strictly Business. Yep.
Nutty Professor soundtrack. All these soundtracks
Ain't no
used to be
niggas
so
on there. Yep.
Like all these soundtracks used to be so
I'm
good.
old.
Boomerang soundtrack in and of
Boomerang.
itself is a R&B classic
Set
album.
it off.
Like I can't wait to hear this soundtrack.
What's it gonna be? Cause I
Stat.
can't pretend. No, don't you wanna be more than friends? Hold on tight and lose control. Don't let go. You got the right. You got the right.
Karaoke.
To lose control.
Crazy.
When does this come out?
Listen.
What, this episode?
No,
Black now. It's like
Let's make his karaoke.
Black in like 3 seconds.
I think it's October 11th. Is October 11th the day that it drops?
Oh, the movie.
10,
The
11. Yep.
soundtrack says 10/11, but I'm not.
Oh,
Shout out to Pharrell. Congratulations, bro.
Yes.
before we end, Dom is coming on 10-11. Do you care
Yes,
about
I am class of 95. I don't like the cover, but can't wait to listen to the album.
Shout out to anything dropping in this month because this is the greatest month of all months.
Cut the
that?
mics.
It might be.
It is
might be.
Libra month.
Oh, not
Okay.
because of that.
It is OVO.
I was just about to say OVO stat is
OV
sick.
Ho.
And it's crazy. I'm born
Say
in
OVO.
October.
OVO.
Now step this way. Hey.
Stand this way. Stand this way. Now stand this
Step
way.
this way.
Hey, look. We are the most. I'm not into astrology like that, but I do
Oh,
know
God.
that Libras are very well balanced.
All right,
whether y'all
Vanessa
believe it or
Williams.
not.
I don't believe
Y'all are
this
liars.
Damn, y'all just killed us off like that.
Libras are liars.
We're very witty.
Shout
We're
out
very
to Vash
quick. We're
because
very smart.
she made me have faith in y'all, but y'all could go.
Who?
Yeah, I don't do it.
Y'all can go to hell.
We are the best sign that's out there, whether y'all believe it or not.
That's an Aries, brother.
But yeah, my birthday's on the
It's actually
21st.
Virgo.
I'm not sure what I'm doing, if I'm doing anything at all. They were clowning me about it earlier on Shame on You. Huh?
Are you gonna invite us?
Yeah, I don't have no friends. So if y'all my friends,
He going to Trader Joe's or Whole Foods.
fuck you, nigga.
He going to
I'm cool.
Erewhon is crazy.
I do not want to go to
But
Trader Joe's. with him.
it is spooky month. You know what I'm saying? It's Halloween.
Spooky month.
So maybe we'll do some Halloween based events, and if it's around my birthday, then I'll just double it up. You know,
I think we should all dress up.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay, we're all dressing up.
Halloween episode.
Yes.
Friday Halloween episode.
We're gonna
I think,
dress
it's a
up.
I think it's a Thursday.
This nigga gonna be an Eminem.
I gotta draw a whole bunch of tattoos on myself.
The yellow one.
Kick his ass.
You the only yellow motherfucker. Anywho,
Yeah.
nonetheless, back to your birthday.
Yeah, but yeah, we should definitely do some Halloween stuff. I think it's a Thursday.
Yeah.
So Halloween episode, we're gonna go crazy. Birthday's on the 21st. I don't know what's going on, but shop with me, Rugged Out Customs. I got a sale going right now, 30% off all signs, all rugs. I got some free time, so tap in ASAP. I don't offer these sales a lot, and 30% may not seem like a lot. But, you know, if you priced up high, you could save $60, $90, $120. So shop with me ASAP, please. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, bet. Anything else before we got here? Because it's hot. Gotta go on that freeway.
Your list comes out Friday.
Freshman cover comes out this weekend, this Friday, 5th annual LA Freshman
You were
cover.
supposed to let me design all the artwork on the cover.
I'll send you the photos. I have my rough draft, but if you feel like
Send
you
me
can
your rough
revamp
draft and
it,
see if I can build on it.
Okay, bet.
And I'll build on what you want incorporated on there.
No, it comes out tomorrow.
I'll text
But
you that right now.
I started a show every morning to check in, so tap in with that on Suburban in LA.
The check in, okay,
Check
bet.
in, yeah.
I did see you were live. It was on Instagram or YouTube?
YouTube everywhere.
Oh, and speaking of which,
every morning.
I like your setup, bro. How the screen is
With the
you on the
screens and
side
shit?
and the comment,
Yeah,
and then you
man.
know how it's all sectioned off.
I appreciate that.
It look good. Yeah. No,
I'm sure that means a
Congratulations.
lot.
All bullshit aside.
Congratulations.
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff going on this
Devotion
weekend.
drops
Devotion.
of the
video.
full song and video.
The 5th.
the 5th.
The
Okay.
5th. It
October
will be out
5th.
on the 5th. And this weekend we are going back up with Auntie. Auntie got a show this Saturday. Tap in with her. Go
Yeah, I'm there. I'm gonna pop out. I'm gonna pop out.
Yeah, cause let's trap out.
Her new, what is it, Bad Bitch Anthem?
She got a new one
That
out.
new video
Yep.
out. Yeah, I
Bad Bitch
reposted it.
Anthem.
Shout out to my cousin.
Shout out TT. We will be in the building for her.
Yeah.
I'm there
yeah.
Saturday then.
So, you know, It's been another episode of Fair to Say. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you love. Let us know what you hated, because you know you will.
Happy Friday, man.
Fair to say.
Yeah.
Underdog.
Keep interacting with the hashtags Fair to Say and Is It Fair to Say, because we're looking at both of them. So let us know. I just headbutted the mic, but we're about to get out of here because it's hot. We love y'all.
Peace.
Bye.
Fair to say.